Right? I think we are ready to go. Good evening, and I hope you are having a good one. Or if you're somewhere where it isn't evening, then good, something else. Anyway, today is kind of a weird Tuesday because I don't usually stream on Tuesdays, as you might know if you've been here before. So the change happened. I just want to quickly address that before we move on. The change happened and will continue to be happening in the next few days because on Mondays and Wednesdays I am currently raiding with my WoW guild. And I really want to, help them progress and basically finish with Sylvanas. And I want to see the raid and the combat and mechanics myself. And the reason why I'm not streaming that is because some of the fights were very challenging to stream in a way that I couldn't really keep up with the chat, and my PC, as in like my laptop, was just doing weird things while I was doing all of that. And it just started freezing at some point, and I decided to not sacrifice the progress and just be 100% in the raid. And there's also another thing, which is basically being I don't know, like just kind of wanting to commit myself to streaming the Final Fantasy, and then when I do like the community events in WoW, which are more casual, more relaxing, I'm more able to look at the chat as well. I would like to do those also, but those I will be doing on Fridays. So Friday night will continue to be a WoW stream night, but it's not going to be raiding because then I can't talk to you. It's going to be a community event, so either a mount run or a transmog run, or basically some way, shape, or form of a fun event together, maybe an in-game party or something like that. We'll see. So these are my plans for Fridays. And once the raid, once we continue, once we finish progressing on normal. Hi, Pepper Onion Soup, how are you doing? I just wanted to give you guys a little update. Basically, when we finish progressing on normal, I will not be continuing with raiding heroics because I can't commit to everything at the same time. And I decided that raiding in WoW is not gonna be that for me this patch. So I'm gonna let it go, but yeah, until we finish normal, I will try my best to stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and then Friday will be a WoW community event. And then for weekend streams, Sunday is my flex night, like flex as in like flexible, not like flex, but if I happen to be live on Sundays, I will be live with Final Fantasy. Also, so when I finish with raiding, we are back on Monday, Wednesday for Final Fantasy, and then Friday, WoW, and Sunday is my extra stream, but it's also Final Fantasy. So that's the plan for now. I am about to finish the 2.1 story. This is where we left off last time after the Moogle raid. I haven't progressed the MSQ since then, and I will want to do that today. And today I'm planning on diving into 2.2 and just kind of getting as much of that done as possible, and hopefully getting to another trial. We'll see what's gonna be happening today. Anyway, if you remember, last time we left off at the Moogles, and we finished the raid. We dealt with the Moogle King, and now the Elder Sea Seeker is expecting us. May I show you in? Yeah, sure. Also, how are you doing? What's up? I hope you're having a good evening. Alright, so now we're probably going to have a long conversation with her about how maybe we shouldn't have done it. No, I'm just kidding. I think she's going to be quite happy with this. I just said it to Philip, I'm always so happy when I log in. Because, like, all my friends are here, just, like, waiting to tell me more stories. Yeah, Moogle King was a lot of fun. I actually really, really enjoyed myself. And I've been playing a little bit less of the MSQ because of the raid. and I've been a little bit more busy than what I thought I would be, but I'm actually really happy to raid with the guild, even if it's normal and they're going to be continuing the progress on heroics. I just don't have it in me for this patch and for WoW right now, so yeah. That's that. You have returned to us unharmed and victorious. Thus, I have 2 reasons to be glad. Well, I'm glad too. Glad to be back. It's like they know I came back after not playing. Yet many questions remain unanswered. If you would be so kind as to oblige me, I would fain hear all that occurred in Thornmark. So I'm like, Mughal King was a disaster. We wiped twice, but then we made it. Then it is as we feared. You are not a good tank. The king really is a primal. But he really isn't, is he? I mean, the Mughals don't worship him. For one thing, he's not even a god to them. That doesn't sound like any primal I've ever heard of. Then mayhap the fault lies with the definition. The fact remains that through a combination of the power contained in crystal, he's like a wish come true, I think, more than like a god, I guess. The Mughals called forth a being, but by rights should not exist. Moreover, when slain said being left no corpse, the aether which comprised him instead being scattered to the 4 winds. Was there even a loot? I don't even know. According to the accepted definition, he may not be a primal, but the mode of his manifestation was in every respect the same. Which means Asians. This whole business reeks of their handiwork. What do they have to do with this? How difficult do you expect LFR to be this time? I'm actually, I think, the kind of person who appreciates LFR for its difficulty, even as a someone who's rated Mythic, because I'm aware of the fact that new players actually do struggle in LFR, and LFR is no joke. Not just new players, but players who want to do LFR. Like, it's okay to not know the tactics, and that's why I'm the unapologetic YouTuber who makes LFR guides, because I really truly believe that they're needed. Because I think if more people over time start watching those guides, LFR will become a better place where people are more educated, because this is at least my goal as someone who makes the LFR guides, as someone who is admitting that they need them, because I feel like everyone's trashing the community constantly for playing LFR and for not knowing LFR. But you can't expect someone to know LFR if you claim that LFR is a joke all the time, and then people from the LFR don't watch guys. They're just like, I'm just gonna go in, it's a joke, and then it turns out to not be a joke, and people get really frustrated in the instance because they still don't know what to do. And I think there's a minimum bit of knowledge that people can know it. Yeah, exactly. People do it for the story, and spending like 4 hours on Eye of the Jailer because people don't know how to move from the beam or something like that is not what people want. Like, you don't want to spend 4 hours there. You want to spend 10 minutes there, get a piece of the story maybe, and then move on to doing something that you want. LFR should not be progressed. LFR should be made so that you can do it if you have that like minimum bit of knowledge that I think everyone should have going into anything that you're doing. So yeah, I think to answer your question, actually, I think LFR is gonna be tricky. Tricky because of the bosses like Tarag. Tarag is like an LFR check, and I'm kind of anxious about seeing how people are going to perform on the LFR because of the anima powers. Because I think that some people will just like go in and troll the group with like stuns and explosions and stuff like that. I think they have a story mode with all the cutscenes and stuff. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. So you can access that before doing like any sort of content that relates to these cutscenes. You can just like watch them and go through it. That's actually pretty cool. Like, even Final Fantasy in a way has them. Like, if you fail a duty or something, like quest wise, you have like a super easy mode. You don't have a super easy mode for trials, but and like the other stuff, but they really are easy. And like, if you can't beat a duty on your own, then you can just like go super easy mode and still get the story, which I think is okay for someone who wants to play the story, because the story is awesome. So I'm worried about Tarag, And then I'm worried about the what's the boss called? We spent like 3 hours there yesterday. I can't even remember the name of the boss. Is it a runesmith? I don't know. The boss with the weapon and the balls and like the spikes. I don't know if you watched like any of that stuff, but basically I'm worried about that because there needs to be some sort of coordination when people hit the spikes. I don't know how people are going to like talk to each other and say this is the spike that we're gonna hit, because there's like a bottleneck where everyone needs to go through, and one ball, ideally two, but like one should be, you know, smashed so they can go in. And I'm also worried about the Fate Scribe guy, because there's like a rune puzzle that people need to do, and that's gonna be tricky. I'm also a little bit worried. Painsmith, yeah, that guy. And I'm worried about the runes, because there's 40 seconds that you need to complete the puzzle, and people are gonna struggle with that so hard. Kel'Thuzad is okay, but Sylvanas is gonna be pretty difficult, not just because of like the tactics, but because of the number of tactics. I know some of them are gonna be trivialized in LFR, some of them are just gonna be like skipped and looked over and stuff. But there's a lot of falling off the platform and everything. I think that is what people are gonna... Salt is going to flow, and that's why I decided to... Like, regardless of being in Final Fantasy a lot these days, I still decided to make those guides, and I stand by my decision that even someone going into LFR should be feeling okay about looking up the tactics and about knowing something in the LFR. And the more people know stuff in the LFR, the better for everyone, because you can spend less time there if raiding is not what you want to do, but you want to experience the story. So yeah, I'm gonna continue making those guys for sure. Those are for dungeons. You have a comparison always in addition. You get a combat. You get a combat droid for the dungeon. Wait, what? Oh, for the Star Wars. How come? Companion always. Oh, companions. Why did I say comparison? I don't know. Companion to get a combat. That's actually pretty nice. I don't know. I've never played the game, but I think if I was just going in there for the story, I'd be pretty happy with that. I mean, why not? Why not? It's a good system, and it should be appreciated for sure. Kupo, they said it was a masked man who taught them how years ago. But Gridania has no shortage of masked men, and I never thought to question. So Asians maybe confound it all. How many more will they ensnare with their tainted gifts? So Asians taught Kupo how to pray hard. Alright. Well, too many, I fear. So long as there are paragons to stir the embers, fools to build the pyre, and crystals to feed the flames, ever and again shall we suffer primal visitation, a somber thought, but a salutary one. People who say pugs are easy must live in a bubble where they don't pug much. Yeah, that's true. Even as someone who has like teammates who would say that LFRs and pugs are joke, they haven't joked around much, and I'm not afraid in being confrontational about it, because nothing is easy to a new player, nothing is easy to a player who doesn't know the tactics, and nothing is easy to someone who is constantly listening about how content is easy and how they should not look up anything. I did a trial today in FF14 with two no healers who for some reason didn't heal me. Experienced tank, and I died multiple times. Yeah, like you can die for any number of reasons, and I mean, I guess for, you know, Sprouts in Final Fantasy, there could be like any number of reasons why they didn't heal you, but at the same time, I don't look up guides for like MSQs, because I don't know, I hope for the best. And I try to do my best, but I'm definitely the kind of person who will look up those guides in detail once I get to the more challenging content. I decided to not enter like the more challenging instances until I'm max level, because I really want to progress with the story. I guess that's okay. What do you think, by the way, about the existence of LFR guides? Because I've noticed when I started making them that nobody really mentions LFR as a mode, everyone's just like normal heroic, and I decided to make LFRs, and I noticed that a lot of people were happy about it, but at the same time I don't know if most people think that it's actually needed. I got an overwhelmingly good feedback last time, and I decided to do it again. So I'm just wondering if I don't know if this situation is the same this time. We'll see. The information you've provided has proven invaluable. The Grand Serpent Marshal and I have much to discuss. Oh, before you do, my lady, I was hoping we might finish discussing that other matter. What's the other matter? The matter of which you speak has even now been settled. The Scions shall not want for support. We shall be glad to send additional supplies to Revenant's Toll. We knew we could count on you, my lady. Okay, while Yida and I remain to discuss the particulars of our arrangements with the Elder Seatseer, mayhap you could return to the Walking Sense and appraise the antecedent of all that has transpired. Okay, yeah, sure. See, that's the thing. I know for sure that nobody's putting like LFR into their title and whatnot, and it's not that that's why I decided to do it, but at the same time, people act like the mode doesn't exist, and for a lot of people it does. What I didn't know when I was making the guides is how many people actually search for those terms. And to be honest, I could have known that if I was a little bit better at analyzing the tags and just like search system overall. But at the time, I was not an experienced content creator at all, so I just didn't do that, and I just kind of hoped for the best, and it worked out. It really did. So yeah, I don't know. A lot of people, probably even content creators who look up the content and see that someone's made LFR guides, I am fine with them even laughing at that, because I actually have spent weeks in the LFR purposefully going there and doing the content over and over again to talk to people and to see what they're specifically struggling with in LFR. I think a lot of them thought I was really weird because I was just a random person there who asked them a lot of questions they have never been asked, apparently. But I wanted to see if they just didn't read the guides, or there was something that wasn't clear about the tactics, and most of them said that they were shamed into not looking up the tactics because everyone told them that like for LFR you go in, you go out, and you finish it, and that is not the case. Usually people who tell you to do that are the people who don't do LFR at all. And why wouldn't you advise someone to spend 3 minutes of their day to just look at the guide and just understand even a little bit about the fight? I think the fights would be a lot less stressful and they would be a lot less time consuming if they did. So yeah. Let me see. It's good to see you hale and healthy. I received word from Yida and Papa Limo that you have felt good, King Moogle Mog. 12th, she's not going to say anything after his name, but I hope to hear your version of the tale. So it was, as they said, summoned with the same methods used by the beast tribes and taught by the Ascians. I don't know. Though unfortunate, this incident did at least serve to remind the Elder Seatseer of our usefulness. Her offer of additional support could not have come at a better time. My thanks. Yeah, you are welcome. Alright. The Gifted. The time has come to us to leave Vesper Bay, and Manflia will depress you for the final details of the move. Sure. Owing to the tireless efforts of all concerned, we are at long last ready to bid farewell to Vesper Bay. So as to avoid drawing undue attention, we shall make the journey to Revenant's Toll in small groups, departing at irregular intervals. Well, there's not a lot of them. That's actually, I don't know, maybe unnecessary, but whatever. Lest you doubt, it is still my intention to conduct future operations openly, but on this particular occasion, the need for caution overrides all the other concerns. To move north as one ponderous caravan would only serve to invite attack. It seemed only right that I should be the last to leave, and I would have you remain with me until the end. Upon my departure, the Walking Sands will formally cease to be our headquarters, and the premises will be given into the care of Ur-Younger. I had thought to relinquish the property, but he was quite adamant, and I had not the heart to disagree. These walls have borne witness to some of the brightest and darkest moments in our order's history. Mayhap it is best that we do not forsake them entirely. So basically, they're going to have an office man in here, after all. So they just have to I'm sad with what they did to Anduin. I don't know, they ruined it. They just ruined everything. We're gonna hold on with the spoilers in chat because there might be people who haven't done the story yet and are waiting to maybe finish LFR and something like that. So if we're gonna talk about cinematics, just keep it vague. But yeah, I do not agree. Asians. Oh, okay. Thank you. I agree. Like the story is just not going the way I would predict. It was stronger than me. I looked at the cinematic, and I saw like what happens after the Sylvanas fight, and I have to say, like, I'm very sad about the fact that it hasn't made me feel a thing. I was just like, what is this? It was just like this blunt feeling of, like, we can talk about feelings, just don't involve the details. Multiple times and still have not done it. Yet there's so many LFRs that I haven't done before. I don't think I did. I did that one as well. It's going to be a raid leader who directs, not so an LFR. Yeah, an LFR should be like the individual responsibility, I guess. I mean, for heroics and mythics and whatnot, people still should look up the guide so they're familiar with it when there's a raid leader explaining the tactics. But for LFR, I think there should be something that even the freshest of the fresh can just like sit down and understand. They don't need to know what all the cooldowns of the spells are. They don't need to know how hard the spell hits. If the spell hits hard, like in my guys, I'm gonna say hard. Don't mess with it. And if something is negligible, I will say you can ignore it. I'm not gonna be like, but it is correct to deal with it. It doesn't matter. Like, people just want to get through it, and I understand that. So that's pretty much why. It's like watching Marvel and without the previous story setup movies. Oh, don't even get me started on this story. Like, I don't know. Like, after seeing the stuff in Final Fantasy, and I'm not trying to like preach Final Fantasy versus WoW, but the storytelling is very, very different. And Final Fantasy may not be for everyone, but the storytelling is unmatched. Like, there's no argument about that. And yeah, here I am after a disappointing WoW story. I'm looking for a better one. Like, that's pretty much how I feel. I do not like, and like the Anduin story really hurts me because I thought that I like they should stop messing with the kings and leaders. Like, meaningful stories and meaningful endings and emotional attachment can happen with characters who are not leaders too. And I think this is the most important thing, well, one of the most important things that the storytellers of WoW have forgotten. We can love like some random creature from another world or whatever as much as we can love the main character. Do you remember movies like Ice Age? Like all these movies that had like this one seemingly insignificant character that people after all ended up loving the most. Like in Ice Age you have this little squirrel, and like there's tons of these. Like Pixar does it very well. Like you always have this little, bug or a squirrel or something like in a cartoon or whatever, and in a movie, you always have this one character that isn't the main character, but you're just always happy when you see them in the movie, just because they're not always around. They don't have to be super important for their story to be super important. And I think the WoW team does need a reminder of that. It doesn't always have to be the king or the Banshee Queen or the Ark that gets messed with or whatever. So content creator ff14, most people go to her guides for a quick look up. The way mechanics presentation seems to work for majority of the players. Oh, you can bring up the name for sure. I would love to follow her myself, because I am looking for as many of the Final Fantasy XIV content creators I can find. Well, mostly because I want to learn, and I also want to see what they do. Charmin here, devoting his energies to studying the nature of primals. By the grace of the 12, he will one day discover the permanent solution that we have sought for so long. Of course, he will not be alone. Alyssa shall continue to work closely with him as well. Oh, I will look it up. Thank you. Should they require our assistance, I have their assurances that they will not hesitate to contact us. Speaking of Uranger, would you inquire of him if any tasks remain undone? I cannot escape the feeling that I have forgotten something important. Sure. Never works for me though. I find it confusing. That's what I was trying to say. Oh, I see. Well, I still want to see who the content creator is. Oh, she big. I never. Oh, sorry. I never saw her guides. She doesn't get a lot of views. I'll actually sub and check it out later. Let me see what she does. I don't like her thumbnails because they all look the same, and that's very, very demotivating for me to watch. Like that's the one thing that would probably just like put me off. Like, she probably is an amazing content creator. She has so many people are subbed, but like it's just, I don't know, in my honest opinion, like I avoid doing thumbnails like that because those are lazy thumbnails. It's like I have a font that has worked before, and I'm just gonna change the title and basically just put in something different. If it works, it works. That it's appealing, it isn't for me at least. But I will try to put that aside and actually take a look at stuff because I do need to learn. And I wanna get my own perspective on what you were saying. Though art ever welcome, but I require no assistance. Pray take thy leave unburdened by the concern for my well-being. Verily, the countenance bespeaks a desire to quit this place without further delay. Mayhap you think, as this chapter of our tale concluded, that these halls should rightly be consigned to the annals of history. Oh yeah, I will definitely watch the guides, and I mean, first of all, I need to learn these instances if I am to become any kind of a worthy teammate in my own trials and stuff. I do want that. In man's eagerness to seize the future, how readily he doth set down the past. Full many a proud pioneer hath bravely stridden into the great unknown. He talks in such a complicated way. And to find there's banner of his ancestor faded by the eons, and still man glorieth in his discoveries. 'Tis through his pride that wisdom doth ever give way to ignorance, while I don't know, I don't understand this man. He's just like, is this a nice way to say goodbye? Like, he's bowing to me, and is he saying bye? Be not offended, thy conduct hath ever been beyond reproach. Despite thy suppressing strength, and all thy many victories, thou hast never been so convinced of thine own greatness as to imagine thyself above the fallings of thy forebears. Mayhap it is the echo which hath opened thine eyes to the lessons of history. Would that be the same could be said of... he needs to speak English, like right now. Well, I'm glad I could contribute to your overall like resource for this stuff. And I will continue to make these guides, even if I don't play WoW as actively. I will always get into a raid and do those guides, because raids are really important to me for the story. Even if I can look it up on YouTube, I still really want to do that. I'm not saying I will continue to do it forever, but we'll see. For now, I'm sticking to it. Whence came that cry? The solar 12 for a friend, the Antinscended. Also, Minfilia is in trouble? Can we turn on the air conditioning? Mm-hmm. It's very hot. Is she dead? Oh, she better not be. We just saved her. You must... Did she have a stroke or something? What happened? Sorry if I'm spoiling you the story. Okay, so she was here, and then...
I did all that.
Oh, okay. We don't have the remote controller for our air conditioner, and he's the only one tall enough to actually climb up and do it. So, tell me, Lusois, would you have done the same? Lusois Levoux was a remarkable man, wise beyond mortal measure. With that, I have met him prior to his passing. Who? Oh, these are the guys who were shown at the starting cinematic. How do they, like, Anastian here? How? Like, everyone knows we're here. How readily you see, you're indeed gifted. Ha ha ha. But you are not like the others. Your robes. Gifted, but ignorant. Yet I shall not judge you harshly. The fault lies with your forebears. It has been millennia. What? Mine are the robes of an emissary. Unlike ye who came before, I have no quarrel with you. Okay. He who... You speak of La Habrea? So he was the one who mind-controlled Tancred. La Habrea is a warrior. He fought, he fell. He may yet learn from his mistakes. Okay. Then he is still... Yeah, he's still alive. What did you expect? Come, I only confirm that which you already knew. There is no cessation, no oblivion, only expulsion. Whatever are they talking about? What indeed is he talking about? There's a Taru. Ready when you are, my lady, if there's nothing else. Is something the matter? Does she not see him? She doesn't see him. I feel the same way. After everything that's happened here, it feels strange to leave, but I'm sure we'll soon get used to Revenant's stole. She's like forever happy and blissful and doesn't see him. Well, I'll let you say her goodbyes. Take as long as you like. We shall depart whenever you're ready. She should have just gone with her. And she's gonna stay in this room. She should have been like, sure, wait, let's go. It is only to be expected. She lacks the gift and the knowledge both. To her, we are indistinct. So he's like, he only lives in like the echo thing. She doesn't understand either. Shadowless, fleshless, formless. What truth there is in each tale is diluted by time and telling. Knowledge dictates expectation, and expectation colors perception. Thus did she perceive naught. Oh my god. That's kind of a little bit offensive, I guess. So it is with all but a chosen few. Even you, when young, could not yet see with eyes unclouded. So she didn't always have the echo. It's okay, you know nothing about me. Nothing. Are you sure? The gift grants you clarity, it grants you focus. With it, you may in time come to see us as we are, rather than this crude approximation. So does he know her from, like, childhood? Because he speaks to her as if he knew her. La Habrea did not think so highly of the echo. La Habrea is wrong about great many things. The echo is indeed a gift, albeit one you have yet to master. Is he like her dad or something? If we did, there would be no strife between our peoples, for we would be one mind. I leave as I came in peace. May we meet again as friends. Wait, stay where you are. Oh, is he gonna just... yeah. I don't understand why he had to do that. If he said, mayhap I was indelicate, 'tis a mercy she shields her children from his grace with such resolve. So he hurt her, but with what? Was also by her hand that you survived the ardor, I wonder. I don't understand anything. Like, who is he talking to? Was it by your hand that you... I don't know. I guess I meant to not know, but that's fine. I take it there is no need to explain. Okay, so she's alive and she had no stroke. But I don't understand what is happening. Save you are concerned, he did me no lasting harm. Whatever his intention was, it was not to kill. Or maybe he was just really bad at it. I heard a cry. What happened? Are you all right? You look faint. You need to lie down. I can fetch you a flask of my special tonic. What is her special tonic? Now I wonder. Urianger, send word to the students of Baldesion. Tell them to scour the archives, the forbidden tomes in particular. If there's any reference to an Astian robed in white, however oblique, I would know of it. Okay, Anastian, my lady, was that what gave you cause to cry out? Oh, she's gonna tell them. I did moments ago glimpse a figure clad in white set Forth from the walking sands, yet Askins are wont to employ teleportation magics. Why would one be so brazen? I know not, and I care not. Find him. Turn every stone in Vesper Bay if you have to. Pray attend me. Okay. Alright, so basically she's his new partner. And I am her new partner? Is that how it works? Okay, and I really need to do my class quest. That's another thing that I haven't really been doing. Okay, let's find this guy. Where do I find him? So basically, I just need to walk out and he's gonna be there? That sounds highly unlikely, but we'll see. Okay. I need to remember to actually use the back of my chair. I don't often do that. And like, only when I do, I discover how tired my back actually is. It's crazy. I should use it. Like, my fringe is becoming like way too long. I need to deal with that soon. Okay. It's like it's entering my glasses and I am not a fan. Wait, why am I not? Okay, there I am. Okay. So basically he's like right there. Or how is he even supposed to be there when... Oh, that's not... That was a mount. I thought that was like that destination quest thingy. That guy was very confusing with his mount. I actually legitimately thought he was my quest. Is he my quest? He is not my quest. That's definitely not the case. I was supposed to be here and look for the guy, right? Like on the map, it literally says find him. Search for the white robed. I don't understand what I need to do. I need to like walk around here? Or was that for some reason underneath? I'm not sure I understand this quest. Do you know? Like this quest where I need to search for this guy, is it around here?
Yeah. Just you see the guy in a white robe.
This one?
Yeah.
I did not see him at all. I don't see these colors. Like, he was just like the color of the concrete. I'm told that you're the warrior of light, but I would know for myself. Okay. I shall walk north and you may choose to follow. Know, however, that you will be waylaid if you do. You may even perish. Should you survive, we shall speak anon. So basically, he gave me the moral obligation to follow him. That's kind of how it feels. Now I literally cannot avoid following him. You're being judged. What in the world is this? What are these little creatures? Okay. So he sends 3 imps to kill me? And then he's like, if you survive, we shall speak? That's not such a big obstacle, you know? He could have done a lot better, I think. Could have done much, much better. Oh, again. Okay, so basically this is a test. This actually looks like a test. They're not that scary. Like, they're okay. Again, I suppose. Okay, I hope this is the last one of his judges. I don't see the reason for this at all. Sometimes I feel like this is taking ages from a tank's perspective. Yeah, there's so much in the story that I'm trying to remember. Because, like, I feel like everything is very important. And, like, I'm so afraid of forgetting something. Like, I'm actually very grateful for that is it a journal? It's like that log thing where you have, like, little descriptions of the story you've gone through. So if I forget anything, I'm pretty sure I will either go there or to YouTube to like revisit some of this stuff. But I actually, like, one of my real fears in Realm Reborn has been just forgetting something important and not realizing something. And for that, like, having my experience just somewhat ruined. I want to make sure I can reach all of them. Maybe I don't need to. Can he come closer? No? I think this will work. If I kill them off one by one, I think I should be okay. Have you done this? Okay, so I'm guessing we are to speak now. Remarkable, truly remarkable. I thank you for granting me this indulgence. I don't understand why we had to do this. No one save she who bested La Habrea could endure such an examination. So he was willing to risk my life just to test me, as per usual. Have the laws of man grown so twisted in my absence that it is now permitted to lay hands upon an emissary? You bore witness to my audience with the intended, did you not? Then you know I acted only in self-defense. What if this is like her boss, like the one that they're always bringing up? Could that be true? Maybe not. I realize the same cannot be said of La Habrea. Like the, what's it called? The Lusois one? Or the one who's missing, like who they're always talking about. Yeah, even amongst his brethren, he is considered unique. Nevertheless, I cannot wholly condemn his misdeeds, for though through them we discovered you, one so strong in the gift that she could cast us out. I don't know, like, that's at least my guess. Your mother favors you still, that much is plain, but surely you must feel it. Her influence wanes, and her strength shall soon be spent. These lands, these people, this world, all shall soon change. Like, I have a feeling they may not be as bad as we think they are now. And it was, so shall it be again, as it always should have been. Like, this whole story is making me question, like, whether or not I'm actually on the right side. Doubt my claims and questions my motives, if you will. Only believe me when I say this. I am El Dibus, emissary, bearer of the word of the one true God, and we shall meet again. Okay, so he's not their secret boss who left. Okay, and their god is Zodrak or something like that. I think that's what they told me in that intro thing. I almost said Zodrak, but that is not a name of the god. Okay, I think, well, we could use a letter, but I think we're just faster and much cooler if we just fly there. I'm loving this mount. Like, this is such a cool thing. Whee! That is so good. And I really want to get that one extra achievement certificate for the for another mount from that vendor in Gardania. Is this wrong? Show me those. I've been actively calculating on how to get that one more point so I can buy another mount. But we'll get there. I think through the story, as I did with these, I will get one. Maybe I get one for like this final quest. Maybe that's like big enough, or maybe you need to have like a certain number of achievements. I am actually not sure. What happened to your cactus mount? My cactus mount is still in progress. Actually, you're about to see what happened to it. It is a little bit on hold though. Wait, how do I do this? It is a little bit on hold though, because I'm trying to collect enough to buy the car, because people told me that there's gonna be that event in September for the car, and the car is gonna be like 300k or something like that. So I'm kind of sort of working on getting myself enough of these points for the car as this limited event. And then after that, hopefully I shall become more profitable and actually get the cactus. No, don't worry, I haven't forgotten about it. I do want it so much. Thanks to gods you've returned. Well, thank you for sending me there. After you left, I began to worry that I might have sent you to your doom. I take it our visitor proved elusive. Beg pardon, he was waiting for you. What did you do? What did he say? As it was, so shall it be again. Of when does he speak, and of what exactly? The words of this Eldibus portend much, but reveal nothing, save perhaps a measure of disdain for her Labrea. I had hoped for answers, but it seems I shall have to be content with a wealth of additional questions. What is this? The bubbling blood of what's it for some unknown reason? Why am I getting this? What is this thing? Okay. As a final favor to ask you, let us set aside the matter of this asking until after we have completed our move to Rising Stones. There is but one final favor I would ask you before I depart. I believe I mentioned before that my father was a member of the Alamegan resistance. The truth, however, is more complicated than that. As far as the Empire knew, he was their spy. He maintained the deception of for a night on half a decade, furnishing the resistance with vital imperial secrets while feeding his paymaster subtly conceived misinformation. When he died some 15 years ago, my father left behind his journal, which I have closely guarded ever since. It contains every shred of information he and his agents could steal on what they believed to be the single greatest threat to Eorzea, the primals. Oh, okay. Its wisdom has guided me through the years, though there is much within that I still don't understand. It is my hope that Urianger will fare better. Tell him to treat it with care. It is all I have left of my father. Okay, so basically I need to give the secretary her notebook. That's our quest. That I can do. That is fine. I feel very tired today. Like, I can't get enough sleep. I never get enough sleep, but today I'm just especially tired for some reason. So these guys are gonna remain there. They're not gonna go anywhere, as this guy is gonna stay here, and all the quest givers are also gonna be here.
I didn't know that, so I did hold.
What?
I didn't know that, so I did hold.
No, that's okay, like in case something pops up or whatever. I thought thee departed. To what end dost thou linger? I don't think he should be left here alone, to be honest, because if anyone comes over and asks him any questions, they're gonna have a hard time. Like a very hard time. The father's final bequest, the daughter's lifelong labor. It is no small thing to surrender such a cherished memento. Well, I can imagine the antecedent's plan. Upon my honor, I swear to spare no effort in the study of these materials, lest my lady's sacrifice be in vain. Is this like the final cinematic? This is like the end of 2.1, right? This is Memphilia. Forgive me, but I can wait no longer. I have departed for the rising stones. If you have yet to... Once you have given the journal to your anger, I bid you come to the 7th heaven and Ravenous Stole. Tataru will be here to show you inside our new headquarters. Assuming you have already attuned to it, you may wish to make use of our new aetheryte in Ravenous Stole. After all, it is right on our doorstep. Oh yeah, that's actually pretty cool. They made me do that. Urigan wishes to speak with you about the royal return of his god. Okay. It was most disturbing to learn. The manic potential upon his thorny throne. Okay, so basically this is unlocking the hard mode, right? Only with the essence. Call the king back from the ether with such haste. As ever falls to thee to banish the paragon's dark... No, I already have the hard mode as I did it on the hard mode, right? Name has been called. The more moderate faction of the Mughals had joined with the Order of the Twin Adder in effort to open thee a path to the God King's domain. I bid thee make haste to the Adder's nest and once more pledge thee in aid of deposing this royal myth-made flesh. Okay, so I think that's gonna like unlock some additional mode of the dungeon or something like that. It could. Alright, so we're gonna go there. We're gonna port ourselves. Why is my map so weird looking? Okay, there we go. The maps, like, that's another thing I'm kind of like about. Like, they could be prettier. They're hardly interactive. Like, you can like click on them and teleport yourself and everything, but sometimes I don't know. I'm not very happy with what they look like. But I'm just going to ignore that tiny little thing because everything else is okay. When you started Final Fantasy for the first time, did you have like similar things that have slightly maybe bothered you, but you were like, oh, this is small, I'm not gonna worry about it? Like if I was a PvPer, that's how I would have felt about PvP, but you know, I'm not, so... So that's fine. Let me see. Okay, so I think I need to walk. Do I need to walk in anywhere? Is there someone waiting for me out here again? Oh, never mind. Tataru has made her appearance. Ah! And I guess we're here. Oh, you're here. Good, good. We were wondering when you'd show up. As I was just telling your rested receptionist here, I'm pleased to inform you that all the documents have been prepared and all signatures signed. The Rising Stones is officially yours. See, we haven't paid for this. And at the beginning of the story, we were talking about like whether or not we were going to accept sponsorships. And I guess when someone gives you a house for free, that's kind of a sponsorship, isn't it? So I feel like at the end, we decided to be bought. Like, I don't know if I'm understanding this relationship in the correct way. Did I misunderstand something?
Yeah, you went to neutral country.
Well, it is a neutral country, but a neutral country where, regardless of everything, someone offered me a free house.
No, it was not free. You have
yeah, I need to do. Well, I need to do quests for them and like
you
build
did,
up reputation.
And you got house, and that's it.
I don't
so
think.
You just built up your
I didn't understand it that way. I understood it. We're gonna give it to you, but you're gonna do favors for us.
No.
I thought it was that kind of thing.
It's not perpetual.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, why would we ever agree to that? Splendid. From this day forward, I will spare no effort in seeing that it is as welcoming and comfortable home for us as the Walking Stand ever was. That said, this is all somewhat intimidating, is it not? So many unfamiliar places and unfamiliar faces. Ah. Take that odd-looking fellow over there, for example. He's been eyeing us most suspiciously ever since we arrived.
Oh, that's the one that unlocks the crystal bells.
Oh, okay. Cannot help but wonder if we are truly safe here. Is that important for me to do now?
Nah.
Okay. That man, I can't say I've spoken to him myself, but rumor has it he's come to hunt for ancient treasures in the Crystal Tower. What is Crystal Tower? You've seen the structure I speak of. No, it'd be hard to miss it. That massive pillar of that thing. Of shining crystal that looms high over the land just to the southeast of here. Is that important? If the tales are to be believed, it is a remnant of some ancient civilization. The details remain a mystery, and that's no doubt why it's drawn adventurers and scholars from all over looking to unearth its secrets. The man over here is no exception, and if my instincts are true, he knows more than most. If you're curious about the tower yourself, you could do worse than to talk to him and see what he knows. It's like they tell me everything I need to know. That's pretty cool. If I weren't otherwise occupied with my duties here, I'd have half a mind to join you. I mean, just look at it. I can scarce begin to imagine what wonders lie inside. Oh, he's so curious, but he's like, I'm stuck at work all day. I can't go. Oh, that's wonderful to hear. Rest assured that this receptionist will work just as hard to see that our efforts do not skip a beat despite the relocation. And with that, I do believe it's time you officially announce your presence to everyone inside. The Intendant and the others will surely be overjoyed to see you. Aw, she's so happy every time she sees us. Imagine we get into a fight. Like, she would be the meanest little thing. Crystal Tower quest series now available from the Outlandish Man. Is it like actual series? Or is it just one quest? Because my quest log is iffy.
It's a series.
Okay. In order to progress with the main scenario, we must first complete certain quests in the Crystal Tower series. Oh, so we're gonna have to talk to him. While you are granted a respite from your duties as a Scion, use your time to probe the depths of the Crystal Tower and see what that ancient secrets may be gleaned. So we have to go there. It says
Maybe
that...
just the beginning, but then you have like 6 or 7 more blue quests you need to do to unlock it, and you don't have to do them for MSQ.
Well, yeah, but the problem is I have like my quest log is almost full of blue quests, and I figured like that's a raid. I see. So I took a lot of blue quests, and I'm afraid of taking more of them because I'm gonna have my quest log full. I think I have like 25 or 26. I don't know if that's enough. Maybe these are easy to do. Maybe I just need to like talk to these people and they will somehow be resolved so I can take them. Or maybe I'll just have enough space. We'll see. I am definitely interested in them. Oh, actually, let's look at this place. Oh, there's Tancred and Yushtola. Okay, she found her library. And this one, I don't know who that is. Tancred is just randomly standing here thinking alone. And there's the Flimhamin. Okay, so that's her mom. She's at the bar. Makes sense. Papalima and Yida are... Okay, Yida is working out. Papalima is watching her work out, which is weird. And there's a hoary boulder. Okay, well, yeah, I think everyone just found their place here. I think they're gonna like it. It's actually really spacious. Did you go over and... Oh, there's Alphanot as well. He's just always at the door spying on everyone. Okay. It is certainly spacious. Yeah, it is. It is. I don't know. Maybe she's not going to like it as much. It's a big room. And who are these? Oh, she had to move that over here. She didn't want to leave it. Well, I guess she's the kind of person who, like, when she puts, like, a piece of her furniture in a room, she can call it home. Today marks a new beginning for the Science of the Seventh Dawn. For today, we declare our independence. Oh, this is the Independence Day. Okay. We shall henceforth be beholden to no nation, but serve all of Eorzea's people proudly and openly. I still kind of don't understand like what the difference is between like Ulta and being here, because here they're still in a country where people live, where they might be expected to like offer some assistance, but I don't know. But this does not mean we will sever our ties to the Eorzean alliance. Because it's an alliance, so they were like basically just like made to serve the whole alliance. I see. Well, not made to serve, but you know. On the contrary, they descended, and I shall endeavor to strengthen them. Rest assured, however, that we shall not permit political considerations to influence our decisions. Our identity remains unchanged, as does our cause. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and our single purpose is to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Yeah, okay. We're not really working for the people, we're working for the timeline, kind of, for Eorzea. Yes, alright. We did it. They didn't make me like move tables and stuff. Look at how big I am. I could have moved like half of these things. A moment of your time. I would speak of Eldibus. Eldibus? Who's Eldibus? Oh, the Ascian. Pardon the intrusion, my lady, but the matter which brings me will admit no delay. My every attempt to contact the students of Baltasion have met with silence. No one will respond? How odd. Allow me to try. She's like ringing that same phone. She's like, you dialed the wrong number, man. No response. Surely they would not ignore us. They have never yet, my lady. I fear we must assume the worst. It's very apocalyptic. I will not believe it. An outpost, perhaps, but not their headquarters. Their wards are beyond circumvention. Had they come under attack, they would most certainly have raised the alarm. None could penetrate their sanctum unnoticed. Well, except for the Ascians, right? But for those who lack the gift and the knowledge both. Contact their agents in the field at once. If aught has befallen the students of Baltasion, they may know of it. Though the thought of it pains me, until such time as we have evidence to the contrary, we can but assume the worst. Accordingly, we must needs seek another source of information of Eldibus. 'Tis possible that others in the homeland are possessed of such knowledge. Be fairly warned, however, they are unlike to yield it unconditionally. Does this mean like it's like a plot where you, I don't know, have to do reputations and stuff to figure out what happened to them? Like, I wonder how they made it. Yet another unforeseen and unwelcome development. What could be next, I wonder? A visit from a crimson-clad Ascian, perhaps, or Ochre, or Poos. What? What are these? And which of our allies will then fall silent? For a time I thought we had gained the upper hand. When you shattered the crystal of darkness and cast out La Habrea, I dared to hope that we had found a way to rid ourselves of the Ascian menace. But I was wrong. He endures and may yet return. Upon that point, I have no doubt that Eldibus spoke true. Yet there must be a way to destroy them utterly, a way to spare this world of their unholy machinations. I dare not consider the alternative. Have you finished this, by the way? Oh, well, then you have. There are then you have finished, like, the patch, right?
Yeah.
There are forces at work we do not yet understand. I discern them all around, and disturbance is too great and too numerous to be dismissed at mere coincidence. Doubtless the paragons are involved, but how and to what end is far from clear. I know not what will come, but I do know that we will rise and meet it as one. Oh, my stalwart hero, your face is a picture of resolve. I'm not sure I'm actually resolved, because she keeps sending me places I don't even know. I'm more of like, do I have a choice? At the same time, I really want to go. I know that you will be ready when the time comes. With luck, however, that will not be for a while yet. Pray return to your private affairs with my blessings. Should anything arise, you will be informed. Oh, so that's it? So she just retreats to the corner of the room to think. Krile, where are you? Who's Krile? Kryle? Krile? Who is that? Is that the person she was trying to phone? I can't remember the name. I don't know if I saw any names. Oh, they have really cool backs. Your intercession was not foretold. Oh, he was discovered. That he went after us. Is he gonna get punished? You object? We question. Our plans are in motion, your intentions unclear. You survived the 7th Order and are stronger now in the gift. Does that not intrigue you? They have really, really cool backs. Can you get that in game? That's so good. No, it does not. They're very spooky. Serve as you will, so too shall I. We labor not at cross purposes. The wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time when the veil is lifted from their eyes. And at long last they see. We? See what? See what? Okay, build on a stone. Oh, we made it! We made it. I want to see how many achievement points I have. Maybe we're gonna be able to get another mount. I need 6 of them, I think. Where's the thing? We have 5. We have 5. When are we gonna get 6? Oh, maybe when we reach 600 points. Maybe for each 100 points you get 100 achievements. I think that would make sense. Philia has a new assignment for you. Of course you do. I've become such good friends with her. I'm so happy. Truly, there's no rest for the weary. Scarce had I begun to make myself at home when I received a request for assistance from Gina and Sons Mineral Concern. It would appear their storehouse in Horizon has been the target of a series of covered robberies. Minor as they seemed in isolation, occasional discrepancies in the manifests were long dismissed as clerical errors. It was only during the concern's annual audit that a pattern became apparent. Significant quantities of crystals, and only crystals, were missing. I need hardly tell you what that may imply. Yeah, that's very bad for us. My eyes just went like all wide. The brass plates charged with investigating the thefts believe that someone within the concern is selling the crystals for profit. Alas, they have as yet been unable to identify a likely suspect, and the concern's proprietors have grown frustrated by their lack of progress. Needless to say, I would not have agreed to intervene had the stolen goods been of merely monetary value. If there is even a possibility that the thief acts not of self-interest, but in service to a primal, we can ill afford to wait for the blades to realize their mistake. Pray depart for Horizon at your earliest convenience. Rendezvous with Ishtola when you arrive. She and Tancred have already begun a preliminary investigation. I have every confidence that the 3 of you will get to the bottom of these thefts. I only hope our fears prove unfounded when you do. I mean, what else could they do? Like, they're stealing crystals. They're not stealing them, I don't know, to make candy out of it. It's very ominous, actually. I'm not unworried. And I am worried. Okay, let's see. Val and Nan. Okay, so basically they're in... Okay, let's go there. I don't know what's up with me today. I don't know why I feel so tired. Like, my eyes are hurting me. It's like they're hurting inside my eyeballs. And I'm like, what? Why are they hurting? Oh, today is just not my day. I'm still enjoying the story, but man, oh man, do they hurt. Oh, it's just very hard. I've been getting very, very little sleep these days. And my son was, well, he's been going through some like weird sleep patterns where he would like, on one day he would just, he would like go to bed at 10 p.m. or something because he wouldn't fall asleep, and then he wakes up at like 7 a.m. and then can't stay up later than like, I don't know, 10 in the morning, and then he has to go and take a nap, and then he wakes up from his nap and then again won't go to bed. But if he doesn't take a nap, he just, I don't know, the rest of the day is just horrible. and like sometimes he goes to bed at like 7 or 8:30 p.m. and then he wakes up again like at 8 or 8 in the morning or 9 even, and everything's fine until like the late in the evening when he won't go to sleep again. It's just very weird because he's had a very calm sleeping routine for months now, and now we're having issues, and I have like fatigue piled up pretty much. Your assistance is most welcome. I've already spoken at length with the brass plates of the rose, albeit to little avail. It would seem that the thieves took great pains to conceal their activities. I could go into further detail, but your time might be better spent in conversation with Fufu Lupa. He is the officer charged with leading the investigation, and I would only be repeating which he related to me. If aught eluded my attention, mayhap it will not elude yours. Okay. I thought actually I had like 1 or 2 more quests, and I'd be able to go to the to go to 2.2. And I guess this is a 2 evening endeavor, but that's fine. The story is actually developing nicely. I just don't understand why we're diminished to doing something like a robbery, but I guess this is important because it's like a crystal robbery. What a pleasure to see you again. Y'shtola said to expect you. Terrible business, these thefts. We have yet to confirm the quantity of crystals stolen, but I dare say it may be greater than... I mean, they knew they were getting robbed over time, right? But I never mind that. I have news to share. A short while ago, the driver of a heavily laden carriage refused to halt for inspection and broke through one of our checkpoints on the Royal Allegan Sunway. The car bolted off towards eastern Tanalan, I'll never learn how to read that, where thank the gods I hear that our colleagues were able to apprehend them without further incident. A speeding carriage, that would seem a curious choice for the thieves of such proven cunning. Yet the Amalja do have a foothold in eastern Thanalan. Wait, I am on 2.2? How am I on 2.2? Are you serious? I thought there was gonna be like letters in between. Still Waters is the first. Is this the quest that I'm on? Is that the 2.2? I kept like waiting and waiting for it. I thought there was gonna be like some sort of like letters or whatever to let me know that it happened. Oh, I understand the transition. Like Minfilia said that I can rest for now, and then straight away she gives me another quest. Oh, so I had the scene with the people in black, and that was like right after all of that, and then I come back and she's like she has another favor. Oh, okay. Well, that made me feel so much better. I was actually feeling really lost. Thanks for helping me out there. I should have checked the quest list, but like sometimes that spoils it for me, so I don't do it a lot. Yet the Amalja do... Okay, so I need to... Okay, give me a second. I need to position myself into the perspective of someone doing a new quest line, because that is a hype renewed for me. It's like a cup of coffee that I desperately need. But them setting in a new location was the end of 2.1. I see. Oh, that's totally fine. At least, like, I thought I misread something, and I thought the quests were just, like, going on and on. I was waiting for them to, well, I mean, they wouldn't have told me that, you finish the patch. That would be just, like, breaking the immersion completely. But I'm actually fine with it, because I was in the story the whole time, so I'm just gonna continue with it. Thanks, though. That was a curious choice for thieves. Okay, so now what matters is the crystals. Okay, of such proven cunning, yet the Amalja do have a foothold in eastern Thanalan. Okay, she has great shoes, Y'shtola. How did I get those shoes? And what of their cargo? Did they carry the crystals we seek? We should be receiving... Oh, like I can hear his shoes, like he's jumping and just doing like... We should be receiving a report any moment now, but I fail to see what else it could... Oh, every patch gives me an achievement. Okay, so the achievement was like the final point of it. Oh, okay. I thought it was like the achievement and then like a little side quest of the same patch. For some reason, my mind decided it was gonna be that way, but it's not. Yeah. It makes sense. It makes complete sense. I don't know why I didn't take that as a finisher. To miss me, friends, I'm back, but I fear I come bearing disappointing news. Or, on second thought, perhaps it's good news, after all. Oh, he has cool weapon. Like, I like looking at their, glamour. They're probably just their items, but they're really cool. Like, look at her shoes. Her shoes just, like, go, like, phew, and then his weapon goes, like, phew, and then Thancred's shoes go, like, I don't even know how they go, but they go awesome. Where have you been off to? Oh, he's with the Ascians again, I'm sure. I figured you had everything under control here, so I just took a brief excursion to the east to check up on our Amalja friends. And wouldn't you believe it? I happened upon a runway carriage on the way, and I even was able to do my small part to help my friends in the brass blades intercept it. In all my years, I have never seen such a prodigious quantity of somnus. The blades were calling it one of the greatest hauls they've ever seen. The stolen crystals, on the other hand, were nowhere to be found. Ah, that's a pity. Is that so? Alas, I suppose we have no choice but to resume our search elsewhere. I like how their cheeks are like always pinkish, or they have little freckles and stuff. It's really cute. We should reassess our options as well. Come with us. Let us proceed. Okay, so we spoke to him, and now we are off to... I'm not sure, like it says that... Oh, okay, it's here. Sometimes it doesn't read like all the NPCs at the same time. Against all expectation, it was seen the Amalja are innocent of this particular spate of crimes. By all indications, they have yet to replenish the stores of crystals exhausted during their last attempt to summon Ifrit. Okay, so basically they got no crystals, Ifrit is not coming back, and we are yet to do the hard mode. What I can't fathom is why anyone else would go to such lengths to obtain crystals, and in such quantities. It cannot be that we are dealing with simple thieves. If their motive were profit, why would they limit their trade to crystals alone? Plainly, we are missing something. While you think about what it might be, I shall inform Yuri Anger of our progress or lack thereof. Alright. The music here is so nice. I love it. I love all sorts of Final Fantasy music, and they actually made it so good that it's a viable product. Like, everyone's talking about music, and like there's even like an option to buy it as a separate soundtrack. It's so good. Like, I didn't expect it at all.
The situation may be more complicated than we anticipated. Indeed, I shall remain watchful. Ere thou goest, another matter requireth thine attention. A young maiden full eager to. Wherefore inquirest thou of her fairness? Patient counsel or tale, I shall direct her steps. Insinuations for one given to such impropriety. Thou shalt not find me immune.
Yuri Anger is like, I'm talking about serious things, and then Tancred is like, is she pretty? Oh, that's hilarious. I love it. And he's like uninterested in all these endeavors. So funny. Is that her? That might be her. Who are you? Why are you dressed in such pretty stuff? Is that the person he was talking about? Has he already spoken to her, or is this a new character? We shall see. So Yuri Anger is gonna be like, No, he's not gonna talk. Well, I guess maybe she's looking for the Sultana. Is she looking for Sultana? I don't know. Okay, we'll see. I think. Okay, we're just gonna take this. What? Is he asleep? He's not asleep. It's like 10:27 p.m. He hasn't even been asleep at all, right?
He was standing.
What?
He was
He's
standing.
just standing there, refusing to go to bed. Any ideas
Nah.
on what we should do?
Let him be.
Let him be? Okay, this is level 90. What are these? These are earrings. Let me see. Well, I have level 70 earrings, so I kind of think I should be equipping those. Yep. Alright. For some reason, they're not going into my inventory. By the way, I started the 2.2.
Good.
I don't know if this is something you already did, but apparently when you get the achievement, that's it. It really made sense, but pepper onion soup helped me realize that I was already in the patch, and I was starting to feel really tired, and I was like, when am I gonna get to 2.2? And like I was really lost in it, and we were already talking about the crystals and the robbery and whatnot. And did you happen to do that at all? Am I
No.
spoiling it for you? Okay,
it
so
doesn't
basically, yeah, when you start the new story, you started a new patch. That's kind of what it looks like. Dankred. Anyway, if you're gonna be listening to me reading, some crystals were stolen from a carriage. And like those are these crystals that are used for summoning the primals. Now we're trying to figure out like basically who they are, why they're taking them and stuff. I'm explaining it to Philip because he likes to listen to me read the quests, and then when I read them, he can do them faster on his own because he doesn't have to read everything. So he is often just sitting here listening to me read. Any bright ideas? A solitary flash of insight? No? Well then, for want of better suggestions, I say you try picking Fufalupa's brain again. Who knows, if we were together, we may yet find something of use nestled away within it. Is he sad, or is he just standing there?
Just standing.
Just standing and refusing to go to bed? Should I go and tell him to go to bed? Like, I'm not sure if that would be useful. No? Okay, well, at some point he's gonna go to bed. Like, he went to bed like 2 hours ago or 2.5 hours ago, and he's just been refusing to sleep. He's tired, I know he is. But it is good to see you return. I have given some thought to the matter, and I have just hit upon a most disturbing possibility. How could I have been so blind? What happened? Calm yourself, Fufalupa. What is this disturbing possibility of which you speak? I was contemplating as to how the thieves' activities escaped our notice for so long, and then it came to me. What if there is someone amongst our own ranks conspiring with them, a traitor in our own midst? The audacity. It would be most unfortunate if your fears proved well-founded, Fufalupa. Indeed, for reasons of security, the concern decided to transfer the remaining crystals stored in Horizon to another location. Their plans would be discovered the moment the brass blades were informed. Ah, but such a shipment would surely be well guarded. Would thieves as wily as ours risk open a confrontation? Mayhap not, but neither would the concern be eager to present them with such an obvious target. Nay, they might instead elect to carry out the transfer in secret, to entrust the goods to, let's say, a lone Mikut miner traveling without escort so as to not attract undue attention. I see. But who? Ah, yes, I see. The concern may well elect to do that. But to travel with so much... Okay, so they still have remaining crystals. It's just that a lot of crystals have been stolen, and they're figuring out what to do with the remaining crystals so they don't get robbed again, pretty much. So they're trying to figure out how to like move them and whatnot. Okay. But this miner would certainly need to rest upon the way. Mayhap north of the bridge to Hammerlea. A fine spot for a rest, would you not agree? You lie in wait to the north, and I shall do the same to the south. Okay, so they're trying to make sure Yeah, I get it. I get it. Forgive me, my friends, but I have received new orders. I must inform my men at once. Sure? Go ahead. I love it when he comes back. He just like comes running back and it's so cute. Call me a cynic, but I would be surprised if these thieves lay down their arms and surrender. See that you come prepared to offer them some encouragement. Will do, Thancred. Will do. And they're friends again? They're not afraid that he's just gonna like mess with them at any point and just, I don't know, just turn bad again? Well, not bad. I guess for them it's just like turning mysterious instead of bad. Can I just like fly over there? I guess so. Is this a dungeon? An adventure, a baseless rumors notwithstanding, I can assure you that our meager talents are your meager talents are not needed here. No hackathon cherries have returned to the mines, and even if they had, the stone torches would be seeing to the threat swiftly and ably, as is our wont. I know not what you just heard, but it was most certainly not the tortured scream of some unfortunate miner being consigned to the maw of a bloodthirsty giant birthed from the god-forsaken depths. Seven hells is true, all of it. We thought we had seen the last of them, but we were wrong. That was like weirdly specific, the way he tried to deny that. Horribly, dreadfully wrong. Let down our guard, we did, and now Copperbell is overrun with a damned legion of the fiends, each one nastier than the last. We've already lost scores of our men to the chaos. The few that have returned alive claim that even the once docile brigands have gone mad, falling upon the poor miners in droves. So much for being harbingers of wealth and fortune. The stone torches are loath to lean on the strength of outsiders, but I cannot in good conscience place full pride before the lives of good men any longer. You reclaimed these mines once. The torches... Wait, we were already here? Is this... Huh. Nay, the entire nation of Ul'dah would be forever in your debt if you could perform the deed again. I beg you, friend, banish those fiends to the depths that they may never resurface. Out of sight, out of mind. Was this a blue quest? Wait, was I not supposed to be here? I was wondering. Oh, jeez. Okay, that was a... Yeah, I got a bit confused. That was... Never you mind. We were not supposed to be there at all. We just unlocked the hard mode of the dungeon. I was like, I saw the quest, and I went ahead to do it, and I was like, what in the world does this have to do with whatever we were doing? At least, okay, there's good news to this. At least we are one blue quest ahead of like clearing all the blue quests, because I think I took all of them. Except for like the Levmit quests. They're called like Levmit, right? I think so. Yeah, I was supposed to come here and basically just like stand in ambush. Instead, I went to the Copperbell mines to talk about the fiends. But that's okay. That's fine. Okay, so Ishtola is there. I'm supposed to not be there. Got it. Okay, well we got like, I don't know, 1,000 coins, so it's all good. I'm at like 300,000. I'm actually pretty happy with the amount of coins I got. I've been doing a lot of missions. I guess it's normal, like the amount of like money you get. I guess it's completely normal. Where are my enemies? Oh, okay. Wait, why do I have like all this stuff here? Okay. Wait, these were not mine? This was not my... Apparently this was not my quest at all. Maybe that was somebody else's. That's okay. How do I know if I'm doing my quest or someone else's? Okay, never mind. Never mind, we did do it. Okay. Stubborn to the last as expected. You are unharmed. Aw, she has a cute hat. Look at her go. That's actually really cute. He has this strange habit again of like disappearing from time to time. And I don't like that. I think he should be always going with us. A gang of sea-wolves, thieves, and in Thanalan no less. Thanalan, I suppose, but there's a first time for everything. Sea-wolves. All of them. Aye, and all with the same taste in facial tattoos. Blue, in case you were wondering. Our thieves are a long way from home. Sea thieves? Dankred, if you would be so good as to attend the outstanding matters in Horizon, I have inquiries to make. I like her whole outfit. Look at how good this hat is, and like all of her clothes. Like she looks so fun. And he doesn't. He just always wears the same. To Horizon then. Fufulupa will want to hear about your meeting with the thieves. Then that's what we shall do. It's so easy. Like when you got flying, you just go. So, there's no flying like in the next expansions until you finish the expansion, or how does it go? Like if you go to like a new region or whatever, you don't fly there like straight away, right? On behalf of the Brass Blades of the Rose, I thank you for your service to Horizon. Ah, but we have not been idle. While you were afield, we succeeded in identifying the traitor within our ranks. Is that so? Then by your leave, I should very much like to have a word with the fellow in private. No, I'm afraid that will not be possible. Regrettably, he managed to subdue the unit of blades dispatched to detain him and made good his escape. Okay. Oh, for the love of... And how did he manage that exactly? Your men haven't been sampling that somnus we confiscated, have they? Or was he a giant in disguise? He's like actively making fun of this Lalafell. He's gonna be angry with us. No, but he was quite strong. A sea wolf, Lamizan born or raised, I believe. But do not worry, we will find him. You have my word on that. Oh, you'll need to collect some stuff and be at a certain point in the main quest to fly. That's fine. Okay, I have a question. Like, when it comes to the expansions, do they feel the same way as A Realm Reborn? Like, does it feel like you're going, like, a lot of levels without flying? Or do you just, like, get it at some point where you feel like it's more paced? And, like, the whole experience, like... Do expansions, like, does an expansion last, like, when it comes to the hours of content of the MSQ, does it last as long as the Realm Reborn, or are they shorter? Or maybe they're longer? Like, how does that work? I'm so annoyed at my hair. I need to cut it, like, ASAP, but I just haven't been having time to do that. Yeah, I look like a schoolgirl who's been neglecting her hair for like 2 months. Yeah, I don't like that. Sure, because only 10 levels. Yeah, I kind of figured that levels don't really feel as important as in, like, I understand that I'm leveling much slower now because I'm supposed to be like level 50, I guess, when I finish the expansion. Not the expansion, but like A Realm Reborn. But so I'm not like counting on levels to tell me like how long something really is. But yeah, I was just wondering like if it feels like, I don't know, more like fast paced or whatnot. Okay, you have my word on that. I see. Pretty keepy. Oh, the patch quests are always slow. I mean, it's a whole story. I would rather have them slow and given to us in full. Like, if you want to play for the story, you basically log in, you play for the story, and you get the full story. And you're sub for the month or whatever, and you do like bits and pieces of content, and then you go if you want to. Then, like, in WoW, the way it currently is with the Covenant stories, you probably know all this, but like, you get, like, one little quest line a week, and then you come back next week, and you get, like, some way, shape, or form of that story's development, but by that time, like, until next week's reset, you've forgotten all about the story. And that made me give up on doing any of the Covenant stories until they are fully resolved. And like, switching covenants is just another pain that I don't even want to discuss. So I've completely given up on that aspect. I think I'm just like waiting for the whole of Shadowlands to finish. So we're like waiting for the new expansion, and I can like get my anima and put it like inside of other covenants. Like inside of other covenants, like, I don't know, reservoirs or whatever, so I can buy something from another covenant with it. I think that's kind of my favorite fight of 9.1 so far is Garrosh. Yeah, Garrosh was a badass. And in the raid, like, I don't want to like spoil anything for the raid, because it is really cool. Like, I don't know if you've done normal or heroic or whatever, or if you're waiting for the LFR, but in case you're waiting, I don't want to spoil the combat, but he has a spell, Hell Scream, like the actual legitimate Hell Scream. But what I thought was kind of, you know, bad was that you actually have to interrupt Hell Scream. Like, how in the world do you do that? Like, who are you to interrupt Hell Scream? It's just oh, you watch the cinematic. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, like, the spell thing kind of bothered me a little bit. You just go like, I don't know, I'm a warlock and I got my pet, the Fellhound, and he has the like the interrupt ability, and the Garrosh goes Hell Scream, and I just like press a button and he no longer Hell Screams, and I'm like, who am I to do that? You know, like, it was a very strange experience. Is he down?
No,
What?
I will go and check in some time.
Okay. But yeah, the cinematic is really, really cool, and yeah, the fight is nice. Finally, this is everyone does not repent anything he did, went out like a badass. He did. He's like, I don't regret a single thing. Like, that's actually the true madman and the hero of the story. No redemption. No, I was another different kind of person then. No, you've tortured me too much, I can't handle it anymore. He's just like, I will forever hate everyone. It was so good. Like, he's like, I'm condemned to Shadowlands forever anyway. I might as well stay authentic to myself. Like, he really did keep his integrity. I can appreciate that. No voices made me... Exactly! Like, he was like, this was all me, and the voices made me regret it, but I didn't listen to the voices because it was all me. Yeah, exactly. It was so good. It was so good. I actually saw the cinematic in the raid for the first time. I didn't want to watch it before because I really wanted to be in awe. But on that first day, I didn't even expect us to get to Garrosh. And then we did. And I was like, cool, you know, I get to watch this part as well. I didn't even know there was going to be a cinematic. So I just completely ignored all the cinematics and just like went in blind, and it was fun. I think that's the good way to get into a raid. Okay, she's standing next to me. Understood. Okay, she's probably talking about us. I fear our time together is at an end, my friend. Your services are required elsewhere. Awfully disappointing, I know, but one must follow where duty leads. Yeah, I'm just afraid they're gonna kidnap him again and turn him into something horrible. I still don't understand how we just like let him off the hook so quickly. He did deserve the cinematic, because for a lot of people, even though he just went completely insane, at the end he does represent like the last remnants of like the true horde for a lot of people, and I think he deserved even more than that. I'm not a horde player at all, and I don't know, like I can't really stand behind that myself, because I wasn't even around like in Miss of Pandaria and stuff like that. But I think a lot of people just, for a lot of people, he is a really important character, and I can appreciate that. And I'm glad that they at least didn't sell him cheap. And they kind of did with the length of that cinematic, but the cinematic was good. And like his true nature was once again presented in that cinematic. And I can say with not regret, but like with this, sadness, I guess, that not everyone's character has been represented well lately, like in the patches and stuff, because like different writers are now writing the story, and they have different perspectives on like who these characters really are, and that's why everything is just weird. The last true leaders for the Alliance and Horde, Varian and Garrosh, went out saying for the Alliance and for the Horde. Yeah, that is correct. That is correct. I'm trying to wait. What were Vol'jin's last words were actually Sylvanas' whispers that were actually Jailer's whispers. Great. Okay, and then we had Sylvanas. But before, okay, so after Garrosh, was there anyone else except for Vol'jin? I don't think so. No. Or didn't. No, there was Thrall, but like he was always kind of like, I don't know, Switzerland and not Horde. You might try to look a little disappointed, or do you mean to give me another one of your stoic nods? You do, don't you? I do love my stoic nods. Ah, there we go. There we go. Varian, not Vol'jin. No, I was talking about Horde leaders. Like when he died. That's kind of like basically he said like Sylvanas be the leader of the new Horde, and those were pretty much not his words at all. Like I was just recalling the other leaders and what they said. Okay, what do I want? I have no idea. I'm just gonna take something. Or he died in bed. Yeah, because Sylvanas saved him. Like I bet he, like the real him, without the whispers and the voices and everything, he would have probably rather died in bed in the battle than have Sylvanas take him home and then put him to bed. And then just like make him all cozy and then whisper into his ear and make herself the leader of the Horde. Like that must have been real humiliating. Tancred has information on your next assignment. The Antecedent bid me tell you to make her Vesper Bay, where young Athenod awaits your coming most eagerly. It was he who requested your assistance. Some commotion or incidents? I am not privy to the details. While you do whatever it is that Athenod has planned for you, I shall endeavor to track down our treacherous brass blade. And when I do, you may rest assured that we will have our answers. Sure. Let's go see what that young boy wants us to do. Okay, so he wants us to go there. Is there like any kind of portal? No, we shall fly. He's back now with the Soul of Razan. I actually don't know a lot about it, because that is another one of these things where, like, if you play like a certain faction or a certain I don't know, covenant or whatever, like you never get to hear that story. I never actually got to hear the story of Razan properly because of like playing alliance that is now more Night Fae than alliance. Like nobody really cares about me playing alliance anymore. I am no longer alliance. It's like you go into the open world and like turn your PvP on and nobody even knows what you are. Like nobody cares. Okay, can we appreciate just for a moment, just for like a tiny little moment, this place? Okay, how beautiful is it here? Look at that. Like, you legitimately have a great little sunset. Like, I can't not stop here and just like, oh, as you go up, you can actually like still see the sun. And the sun is like, is it actually going down? Like, as I'm going up, yeah, the sun is going down. That is so pretty. Look at that. Sorry, I just had to take a look. Yeah, I haven't done the BFA story. I was doing the Alliance stuff, and I never actually went to Sultazar. I played very, very little of BFA, and most of it was just the like the Alliance campaign and everything. Like, I don't even know what happened there, to be honest, and it's kind of sad. It was very unfriendly towards like the faction and whatnot. There were like 2 mounts that were being awarded for like leveling basically through the Alliance campaign, and not leveling, but like doing the Alliance campaign and doing the Horde campaign. And I never got those 2 mounts. And for a while I was very motivated to go through all of them. But those missions, like the campaigns where you go on an island and you make an ambush or something, they were so boring. Like, I just couldn't do it. I just could not do it. And then on top of them being boring, it was like you do a mission and then it's like, reach honored with this faction to unlock the next campaign. And that's how far I came to the Horde's missions. I was like, I cannot do this. It was so bad. The music was really good. The music, I can agree with that. This is the part that I did listen to, and I still listen to it like when I go back and like hunt for old pets and stuff. I always have my music on. It is totally beautiful. Oh wait. There was someone here who bowed at me and I did nothing. Aw, too bad. I didn't mean to ignore them. I was just like in a non-chat mode. Anyway. Well, like the rest of the nations of the Eastern continent, it is ruled by the Garlean Empire. Given our visitors' unannounced arrival, as well as the state of their ship, I suspect they did not leave their homeland under the best circumstances. Needless to say, I should be very interested to hear their tale, and more importantly, what they know of the current state of affairs in the Empire. Such information could prove most useful. We would be fools not to pursue this opportunity. Do you think are they the Empire refugees? Am I misunderstanding this? Come with me to Ul'dah, unless I'm mistaken, and I'm rarely mistaken. He's got an ego, this young man. We will find the Domans bickering with a Sultan sword of the Royal Promenade. Is that really what they are? Like, that's kind of what he said. Basically, he said that they came from the Garlean Empire, but like they kind of ran away. You are uncertain of your role in the proceedings. Insurance. If our guests are not themselves Imperial agents, it seems fair to assume that they may be being pursued by some. And if not, who better? It's kind of groundwork for Stormblood. Wait, what's Stormblood? Am I just a complete noob here for asking?
Expansion.
Is it not Heaven's Ward?
One is Heaven's Ward, but I think
the other was. I don't even know the names of the expansions. I'm such a noob. If our guests are not themselves Imperial agents, it seems fair to assume that they may be pursued by some. And if not, who better than you to have on hand if the event of an unforeseen diplomatic incident? Besides, Stormblood is the second expansion. Oh, okay, thanks. So there's Heaven's Ward, and then there's Stormblood, and what's the third expansion? Is that Shadowbringers? Is there? is there 3 expansions or more? I don't think I heard of any other ones. I didn't actually really pay attention to the details when I bought the game. I was just like, let's go and play this. I do so enjoy your sparkling repertoire. Satisfied? Good. I shall see you in Ulda. Oh, okay, Shadowbringers. So, which one does, like, any one of you think to be the best expansion? Without, like, any explanations, like, what's the best Final Fantasy expansion ever created? Yeah, Waiting for Endwalker. That one I know. That one I know. I need to pre-order that soon. Actually, that was a good reminder. Okay, here we go. Okay, so basically we need to go to Ul'dah. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what the man said, and we didn't listen. We didn't listen. And now we do. Me Stormblood, but I'm the odd one in this. I'm not gonna ask you why, because that's inviting for spoilers, but I do wanna, like, kind of, you know, hear what people think about it, because I don't know, I'm hearing a lot of different things, and I actually have heard of several other people who I've asked the question that they like Stormblood. Narratively, Shadowbringers, my favorite is Heavensward. For most people, it's Heavensward. I see. So I should get very excited for it, apparently. I mean, I'm excited about getting excited, so there's no problem with that. Okay, we need to... Oh, shit, our teleport was just there. I think we need to go to the actual... What's it called? Let me see. Okay, here. Yeah, we're gonna go there. I actually also need to take my class quests. I really, really, really hope they are still there. I honestly can't wait. Like, the characters alone, the NPCs, they've really made me feel like home. And, like, wherever I go, I do remember, like, both the quests that I did and, like, all the stuff that's happened there. It's such a good feeling to feel that way. It's really kind of nice. Okay, so before we go and take that quest, I think my dude Paladin should be over here. Janlin's.
What's the name of your...
What's your...
Mother of Exiles?
What?
I'm just checking out...
I have no idea where my Pally dude is. I was quite sure I would take the quest there, but no one's giving me the quest. And people are here watching some movies, I guess. I guess at some point we'll be there as well. Have my quest givers moved somewhere? Have any more class quests until you reach Heavensward? I thought I would have them. Oh, right. It's until level 50. So we don't get the class quests because even though we're like level 50 something, we need to go there to get our spells. We're gonna have like a long chain to do there.
Yeah.
In that case. Oh, okay. That's fine. That's okay. Oh, there's a lady. So we were talking about them. Like when we were talking about like the refugees, we were actually talking about the ones that Uther guy mentioned to Alphinaud, and then he told us about them. Okay, I didn't quite make the connection at the first time, but that was just me getting distracted. It matters not how many times you ask. Without the necessary permissions, none shall pass. Okay, so that's our Gandalf here. Pray understand, good sir, we have not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence. And all I ask is that you summon your superior. Allow me to plead my case. Surely you can grant us... What? Molim. 12. Can I tell them what you asked me? What? I'm not gonna if you don't. Okay, allow me to plead my case. Surely you can grant us this small kindness. There's no kindness here, lady. This is the Paladin's Hall and you are not welcome. Away with you and darken these doors no longer. I will not ask again. I thought this was a lady. He looked like a lady. You know not what you do. Alright. Okay, hopefully we're gonna get to stop her. I gather your pleas fell upon deaf ears. Is she a kitty cat, or is she the snake race? Not the snake race, but the lizard race. Yeah, she looks like this is not a kitty cat tail. Uther, you're mixing what? Yeah, I can't remember what the name of the hooded guy is from the Science of the Seven Dawns. So I know it starts with U, so I just said Uther, and I knew you guys would understand. A loyal man but he's far from Uther. I agree with that. A loyal man with a cold heart. I know his kind well. I hope that you will find me more to your liking. Afanod Levelur at your service. Urianger. Yeah, that's the guy. I never was able to actually pronounce his name, so I forgot it. Which I believe makes me very nearly unique, in this part of the world at least. You indeed are your allies in Ulda, yet you will need some if you wish to endear yourselves to the wealthy and powerful. And she's like, I don't have time for these games. Oriang. Okay, now I will forever remember. Until next time. Pray join me and my associate at the quicksand. There you may explain your situation to us, and we shall see if there's aught we can do to help. Uther never gets a break here in a different game. He's like, who's summoning me from Bastion? Poor guy. I mean, he has such a horrible destiny. Like, for everything he's done, like, he didn't deserve to just be tricked like that and just, you know, become a smoky Valkyr for the rest of his days. But I guess it's his fault. I kind of see him as, like, the Bastion drunkard. Basically, he really kind of fell quite low on the steps of the ones who could have been considered honorable at some point. Okay, so we need to go to the Adventurers Guild and find our internet. Urianger. Anger. He has anger in his name. I'm gonna call him Anger. Alright, let's go here. Anger. Can I call him Angry Guy? Angry Guy. That's his new name. That's what I shall remember. It's hard. Like, there's so many new characters. I love them all, but they have names I can't even read in my mind, let alone out loud. Okay. Let us proceed not there. Not there. We are to go to an inn and get drunk. And talk to Momodi, probably. Well, even if we don't have to talk to her, let's actually go talk to her. Let's see what she has to say to us. Hi there. Small talk. Okay, does she have to say anything new? She doesn't even want to say something. Say something. Oh. That ain't the legendary warrior of life, the savior of Eorzea, and in my bar. Why, just looking at you makes me weak in the knees. And I remember, like, when we came over here, she treated us like not like a piece of garbage, but like she kindly treated us like a piece of garbage because we were a piece of garbage. But she was so kind. Don't make that face, I'm just having a bit of fun with you. Ah, okay. That's actually very, very nice. It's like you go there and you have a feeling that she's heard of like all the things you've done. Seeing Garrosh just made me wish Arthas was there somewhere and he kills Sylvanas again. Like, if Arthas was there, like truly there, he would not take any of this shit. Like, he would just go there and he'd be like, what are you still doing around? Okay, so legit refugees. This is voiced.
Ah.
Lying within Doma is under the dominion of
I don't want to read over her.
When the War of Succession broke out in Ghana, we espied an opportunity to free ourselves from the yoke of imperial oppression and took up arms.
Okay, so basically they're against the main government.
Only to be crushed. And so I gathered what few Domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to your shores.
War of Succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was under Imperial rule, did you not?
Doma is gone. Raised to the ground as an example to the Emperor.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's bad. Well, I mean,
Mercy. And your people.
On a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colours.
that's what you do when you're in hiding? I guess.
Complicity in rebellion or akin to those involved. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so. I sought an audience with your rulers, but it was summarily refused.
The lords of Ul'dah are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
That's true. You need to pay for that.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care.
Oh, well, that changes everything.
I've seen the tents outside the gates, however. You are not the first to seek asylum, nor will you be the last.
I think they're different because they come from the enemy's gates, so they're valuable.
Be that as it may, Ul'dah is no friend to Garlemald. Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here. The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed. But I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
He's nice to her. I don't even know why. Everything's within his power, lady.
Well, far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
I am in your debt.
She's like, I don't even know who I'm having coffee with.
Forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience. I seek only to spare the people of Ul'dah unnecessary disquiet.
I shall defer to your experience then.
I thank you for your understanding.
Is she like of a different race? Is there like a new race maybe introduced in like the later patch where you get to be like them? Is that what she's hiding or?
It seems I have urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in more capable hands.
I mean, I know that all races are available now, but is this for some reason important because of the race? Huh. Because she does have that tail that looks like oh, I see. Yeah, I mean, they're the scaly people, right? That you can like obviously already play now, but still. They probably will give him a send-off similar to Garrosh. You know, that's kind of a thing for me that I've given a lot of thought to this. And at the before the beginning of Shadowlands, there was an interview. There were several interviews where there was, it was said that they will kind of bring up Arthas' story into all of this in a way, and I think Arthas is such a point of anxiety in Shadowlands right now that I'm gonna say something horrible probably, but I don't know if the current writers have the capacity to take Arthas and leverage it to turn the story into something that will blow everyone away. Because frankly, story-wise, people need to be freaking blown away right now to just like to just really even consider, just like a lot of them, to consider coming back for more story. And that is and if they ruin Arthas, and I have a feeling that even if they make a good story, the people will find something like even if they have a good story, I feel like it's not gonna be enough. Like nothing really feels enough at this point. I don't know what it can be except for like Jailer winning and destroying everything we have and just crumbling it to pieces and just like smashing our, you know, covenants and everything we have and just like burning it to the ground and like everything starting anew. Except for that, I don't see what it's going to be. They want a closing ends. They want a new arc for the next 5 expansions. What do you mean by that? Like by closing ends? I'm not sure I understand. If I may, madam, as I said earlier, we have been at sea for several moons and our supplies are all but spent. I have not the heart to repeat the tales of our tribulations, nor would it please you to listen to them, I think. Suffice it to say, however, sacrifices have been made. Though it shames me to beg for more when you have already offered so much, desperation compels me. Good madam, if you or your associates could spare any provisions, anything at all, it would go a long way to lessen the suffering of my people. This is actually your race that she's hiding. Alright, let's where are you going? I was trying to add you to the group. What are you doing? Okay. Hells, why didn't you say so sooner? Of course I'll help. You couldn't have picked a better day to tell the truth. A wealthy merchant and his entourage were due to have a banquet here on the morrow, see? But just send word they can't come, meaning I've got a boatload of food, stuffs, and no one to feed. Best of all, they paid for the lodge in advance. Go and call Fruit Leak and Catran at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Tell them I said to ship the little prince's order to the Walking Sands. Oh, and if they argue, just show them those letters. They should set them straight. Legion was the original WoW story, and with Burn and Legion gone. So you think that in Legion they just kind of made peace with that and prepared like BFA for like a big cosmic journey of a sort? I'm trying to figure out where we need to go. The closest one is the Sapphire Avenue Exchange internet thing. And there's one right here somewhere. I just have a feeling like, okay, Ballilar as a content creator, he holds a lot of influence, I think, in the WoW community. And I think that even some people who are indifferent towards where we're gonna go in Shadowlands, and some people, like a lot of new players who don't really know Azeroth, they don't really, what did I even say? Sapphire Avenue Exchange. What?
Yeah, just walk.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be far away. Never mind. Anywho, a lot of people who feel indifferent, I think, have the potential to be swayed by someone who's big enough to get into their ears, not in a bad way, but just like as a content creator they follow. Because I think we have to consider that a lot of people just don't have their own opinion, and that is very dangerous. Like, a lot of people have their voices, but their voices can turn into other people's voices if they're like empty shells in a way. That's a rather odd request. Mayhap you misheard her instructions. I don't think so, lady. Give me all your food. You know, you shouldn't encourage them like this. They'll start to expect it. You mark my words. Like, I don't think that's their point. But that's fine. Okay. Friedrich, She's in business of feeding refugees now. I ain't normally the one to question Mrs. Momodi's judgment, but that doesn't seem wise to me. Okay, so he does believe that it's her. He's just like, why? I'll not speak for the children, but if you ask me, any man what can't earn a cross deserves to go hungry. Alright, man. Alright, you said your thing. So now we're going back, right?
Mm-hmm. Wrong way.
What? I was going
Wrong
to the internet.
Oh yeah. Well, you have.
What?
Okay.
I thought that was closer.
It's like 2 houses.
I thought, right, I didn't pay attention. Fill a bridge to next arc shuttle is the setup, and that point will be a springboard. The springboard to jump into the next 5. So, do you think, regardless of the fact that there might not be enough people to play WoW to keep both the investors and the very company satisfied, that they will still push like 5 expansions regardless, and just like, I don't know, just do this kind of thing? They didn't give us any trouble, did they? Good. Now go and tell Lady Yugiri it's all in hand. Well, they kind of didn't like the fact that you're giving away Ul'dan's food, but whatever. Okay. I dared not hope for such magnanimity, much less expect it. Mistress Momodi is generous indeed. I shall be sure to thank her most humbly. They actually have much more voices in this part. Many more voices.
Do they?
They may still do a break glass in case of emergency and bring out Illidan down the line. I don't think anyone's gonna fall for another one of you are not prepared. Lady Eugidio briefed the Flame General on your situation. I think he'll be pleased with his reply. I don't think it's in their power anymore. We have been granted an audience before the Sultana and the Syndicate both. We should return to the Royal Promenade at once. You have done much for us, Master Alphinaud. I swear we shall return the favor. Naught is owed, Lady Eugidia, for naught has been given. The small favor you fairly won with your words, and it is with words that you must win the favor of the Syndicate. Then I shall choose them with care. You will be accompanying us. Yes, good. Your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate of the true meaning of philanthropy, and that nothing due unpalatable will be required of them, assuming the Domans are willing to earn their keep. Come, the Flame General awaits us on the Royal Promenade. I kind of don't like the fact that they're using me as a bargaining chip, but it's fine. Yeah, I think the whole Illidan thing, like you are not prepared, or I was with, I don't know, my worst enemy ever, it's trapped for another like 10,000 years and now I'm back. I don't think Royal Promenade is there. There is an Athel thing there, right? Or we can just go this.
Use it in
What? Okay, now we
chamber.
can do it. Where do we go
the
to?
ruling chamber. Chamber of ruling.
Chamber of the Rule. Yeah, where my paladins used to be. Zoval goes through the time portal to the first ones. I don't know where he will end up. Maybe in the Pantheon. I am actually not truly sure. I hope that none of the stuff that you're saying, I hope that was plan A. And I really honestly hope that there's a plan B in game now after all the PC Gamer reviews and whatnot. I hope that the plan B is for Jailer to just wreak havoc on everything, and for us to just be kicked out of Shadowlands and back onto our home planet. Because there is such a large space there and so much content there that just needs a little bit of sprinkles on top. This is what I believe in, and this is what I experience every time I level through it. Like, the stuff is amazing, but nobody really cares about any of the stuff in Azeroth anymore. A pleasure. The others are already inside. Let's not keep them waiting. And the systems, yeah, like, he just needs to destroy, like, the conduits and everything, and we shall be good. We'll be good. Maybe he just goes ahead and like smashes our conduit boxes in, and he's like, there you go. Why are they human though? Why are they going with her?
The circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you as a poor in direst need of aid, to request that you grant my asylum.
I'm Nanamal, 17th in the line of food. Welcome you to our city. Be at ease, lady.
She's so cute when she speaks.
Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others here present.
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation, Doma, suffered under the yoke of the
Can you guys hear this, by the way?
and the people yearned to be free. Thus,
I hope so.
the rule of succession from Captain Garland sought to take advantage of things and reclaim our liberty. Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped.
Oh wow.
It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow.
But are they gonna work?
Pray understand, we do not beg a war, but propose instead an arrangement.
Oh, okay.
Serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Lady Yugiri and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they are willing to work, I see no reason not to let them.
Oh, he's so kind. Is there gonna be anyone who's against?
Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
Well, it is profit. They're free laborers.
I agree. That said, these are foreign refugees. To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
Like, who would be against them? Like, he hasn't said anything. He looks like a mean guy. He's probably against.
The law is the law. Lord Lolabuto? Tell me,
Oh, he might say no.
blind or willfully ignorant. Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the calamity and Alamigan refugees. They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher.
Do they work, though? Like those people promised?
The wealth of Ulda is not without limits, my friends. And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have all read the reports, I think. Without hope,
He's such a jerk.
it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
Some say the chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Ulda. Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
Yeah, this really is ruthless.
Surely the Sultan
What a jerk face.
200 domins Lady Yugiri represents. That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny. But we are hardly in danger of financial collapse. I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamigan refugees, if memory serves. What were your words that day? Ah, yes, the law is the law, and so our visitors remained in little
Oh wait,
Arabia.
so she denied them?
Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
Now, I think she's gonna stop him right there, or Roban is gonna stop him right there.
Mind your tongue.
There we go.
My lord, I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than guild.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future.
Wait, who are the people that visit his establishment? Where does he work?
God's greatest asset is and has ever been her material wealth. We risk this at our peril.
So is he just dumb? Doesn't see the value in people working for free for you?
Only look to Teleji Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy. How far the vaunted Mirage have fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
So he's also racist.
Affairs is not your concern, my lord.
He's also quite racist.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote. To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
So what if the opposed are larger than these? Should they just leave the room and then come back because they won the vote? Is he gonna turn to look who's gonna follow? Oh, who is she? We never heard. Oh, I knew that guy was gonna be a jerk. Okay. Oh. So there's not that many of them, is there?
Would that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Yugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited. Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
Understand, Your Grace. And I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
Well, that's no good.
The nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, little Alamigo would now be thriving.
Oh, so he stopped them.
That you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner, is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
Now that the Empire no longer poses an immediate threat, they see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity. The monitors have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all. But this is neither the time nor place for that discussion.
So is this gonna work out in a way that we take him down? Wait, what? I didn't take the quest. Is that you?
Hmm?
Is that you who...
What?
Did you ask me to teleport?
It's because we're in a group. It asks automatically.
Oh. This is not the quest I'm on. I can't... Okay, there we go. Robot would like to discuss how to handle the Droman refugees. As you observe, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Oft I have wondered how man so skilled at weighing the worth of things should be so incapable of seeing the value in people. Bah, I will waste no more words on him. Not when the Domans are yet in need of aid. Everyone follow me to the Hall of Flames. So he's just gone? Hall of... Okay, so I go down, right? Okay. It's actually free for me. You pay for it? You do.
Hmm?
Nothing. Do I still pay for it? If I teleport when you teleport, like when I get that invite, I probably do. Like, it wouldn't make sense to not pay for it. The only one thing will bring back Illidan, Tehran's death. He might come for revenge of one person he loved. Like, who's gonna kill her now? Maybe, I don't know, like the only scenario I see is us killing her and then him coming over to kill us. And just like putting us temporarily into Shadowlands. Like that is the only thing I see. I'll just take this and I won't do the quest now. Okay, so Raban says, I would like to discover what he says. There we go. The Syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving that the matter be reconsidered. The Monterists have made their position clear. Agreed, Ul'dah is not an option. Nor are Limsa, Laminsa, or Gridania a judge. Given the state of their internal affairs, are they going to move them to where our new headquarters are? Which leaves our Doman friends confined to a ship. Gods, the thought of them huddled in an airless hold with no hope or better treatment. Would that I had more time to find an alternative, a place not bound to concerns of our great nations. I bet they're gonna come to our house now. There he goes. Look at him inviting them to our house. Sarah put her to sleep. Memphilia, this is precisely what I wish to discuss. Oh. I understand the Syndicate's decision, I do. We all wish to preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultanate to accept us for a limited time, a week mayhap, or even just a few days? I don't know. Excellent, I shall keep you informed. We're taking them with us? Lady Yugiri, I have a proposal if you would hear it. I think she's gonna want to hear anything and everything you have to say. Out with it, Master Alphinaud. The headquarters of my order, the Science of the Seven Dawns, stands in a place called Revenant's Toll, an outpost in Mordona. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other men of action and lacks the comforts of more well-established settlements. However, the leaders of Revenant's Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have been of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands. Hard labor, lest you doubt, with not safe food and shelter by way of reward. Terms not unlike those which you yourself propose, Lady Yugiri. Though I will not hear a word said against our beloved Ul'dah, Remnant's Toll would offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. If they can accommodate us, we shall gladly accept. Master Alphinaud, once again I find myself in your debt. I just want to see her. Pray do not thank me, my lady. The life your people go to is the one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you. And before that, there remains the matter of how they may safely be borne to Remnant's Toll, which may be no small feat considering the distance and their present condition. Mayhap the Ul'dah Adventurers Guild can be of assistance. Look for me there anon. Okay, so we're trying to get them to have the safe passage to over there. Lady Yugiri, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the immortal flames we can provide. By the way, when can I get the Dark Knight? Do I have to wait for the expansion, or is it in the patch? We go where exactly? Do I go to the inn? I do go to the inn.
Adventurers Guild.
Yep. I thought I might kill, but guess not. Yeah. I don't think anything went quite as planned there, at least when it comes to the players. While World Force Race has 83k viewers, Osmo has 97k playing FF main quest that is 7 years old. Yeah, and I don't think he's doing that by accident. And it's a little bit cunning, but I like it. Because if I bet the World First would have had more viewers if he wasn't streaming. And I bet he could have been streaming Mythic raiding or Heroic raiding himself if the WoW devs didn't call him an asshole on social media. Like, I completely approve whatever it is that he's doing. Like, they didn't, like, I don't know, like, that kind of behavior didn't deserve a promotion on a big race, honestly. We are concerned that the Doman refugees may find the journey to Revenant's Toll too much to bear. Too long have they been sequestered aboard their ship with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Mamodi has kindly offered to accommodate the Domans until such time as they're ready to set out for Mordona. Like, is she just gonna, like, rent them their whole inn for free? Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave ones will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. That's so nice of her. She's, like, acting independently to help them. That is really nice of her. I don't know, like, she's really the mom of Ul'dah. It's so nice. Yeah, his chat, like, as I always say, like, this is just my opinion, but his chat either loves him too much or hates him too much, and both are very strong feelings that get presented in different ways. So when I want to be extra nice, I say that his chat is emotional. and those emotions just come in various sorts. But overall, I do think he's nice. I like him. What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is there aught the immortal flames can do? I fear that exceeds our mandate. Were it a smaller number, mayhap it would go unnoticed, but the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 Domans to Mordona. How many of them are there? When government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. I mean, he's willing to help, and that is really nice. I will engage the services of the 77 caravans of the Doman's behalf. Very well, we should begin contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is more welcome, my lord. After all that has befallen these good people, it is the least I can do. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in Ul'dah. Are we gonna see her face? And you in Revenant's Toll, my lord. She's already acting like at home in Revenant's Toll. Oh, that's funny. I'm glad he's having fun, and I'm glad his chat didn't manage to ruin the experience for him, because this is like leveling in Final Fantasy. I feel it can be a solitary experience, and it's very hard when you have like 200,000 people trying to get in your way. It's a lot of people. It sounds like we have a work to do. Lady Ugiri, let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangements, shall we? And I just can't wait to get to the raids myself. I'm still too afraid to even attempt to do something like that, but I want to. I would entrust the task of escorting. I just don't know how to tank. I would entrust the task of escorting our Doman friends to you after you have rested your own road-weary legs, of course. What say you? Okay. Can I choose now? I like how every little bit I get like a piece of gear that I can actually wear. I don't know, his streams were a lot more like positive and a lot more like I will dare say childlike. Because like he has this like childish happiness when he plays Final Fantasy, and it's just really nice to see that. You needn't concern yourself with affairs here. I'm more than capable of overseeing preparations for the remaining caravans. Should other Doman vessels arrive, I will inform the Antecedent at once. So we go with them? We go with them, right? Oh, wait, he has more quests. There's too many people! Too many people saw Asmo playing Final Fantasy. Move away from my quest giver. I can't target. Like, I've never even felt this way in WoW. Like, I never had issues targeting a quest minion. Has a mind to send you to Vesper Bay, that's fine. As we speak, the domes prepare for departure at Vesper Bay, where informed they will be transported by carriage to Ul'dah. That said, this has all been decided rather suddenly, and it would not surprise me if the refugees required some assistance in coordinating their preparations. Are we at some point going to go back to the story where the crystal, where the crystal carriage was stolen? Like, this happened ever so suddenly, but I want to find out what happened there as well. In short, whatever must be done, do it. Speak with a man named Hosen when you arrive. As Lady Yugiri tells it, he has been designated to be the leader of the first group. Okay, good. That's where we go. Yugiri's game. Why is the quest called Yugiri's game?
You can port with leather.
Yeah, I just remembered that I keep pressing B for bags. Jesus, okay. Like, inventory. I don't know, I'm just gonna rebind it to B, I think. Like, I can't handle this confusion anymore.
Why?
Because B bags, you know, in WoW, like, I keep pressing B when I want to open my bags.
But
I
it's
just...
not like WoW. All other games have like B.
I haven't played any other MMOs, and for me, B is like the god of letters for opening the bag. And like, it's been like that for too many years, and I can't get rid of it. I know it sounds more peasantish, like bags, than like inventory. I get it, but still. Oh, how do you get this horse? Kind of want that. Is that hard to get? That's fun. It's actually really pretty. Like, I want to get everything, but ARR was pretty good for the most part, I thought. There may have been like 1 or 2 times where blew huge donkey balls. I've been taught to like not expect, welcome by the way. I've been taught not to expect like too much out of games that are more than like 5 years old, because I think times have changed. Like, Philip and I recently watched a movie from 2005, and it was called, what was it called? The Pacifier, right? And we cringed so hard at some of the scenes because in 2005 that was funny, but now it's just not anymore. So I wonder if they even knew that, but they probably didn't. But this game, like, in its defense, has made me forget that it was made like 8 years ago. It literally is blowing my mind with how current it still actually is. It's not cringe. It's not making me go, ooh. As he generally likes every aspect of Final Fantasy XIV from what he has played so far. All naysayers expected him to give up early and around reborn. I don't think he's the giving up type. Like, a man who grows his Twitch channel to millions of followers, has multiple YouTube channels, has his own company, and is still having faith in WoW is not a man who quits. Like, that should have been clear to everyone. It is really a great game. I am charmed completely. Greetings. Alphinaud informed me that a Scion would be arriving to help with the preparations. Also, have you been playing for a long time, DA? Would be arriving to help with the preparations. I'm honored to meet you, though shamed as well. A great warrior should not be tasked with such trivialities. I'm just here to see the masked woman, don't worry about it. I knew from a glance what manner of woman you were. I do have some skills at arms, as do many of our people. That's not why I'm here to see her. Pray forgive this trifle, but might I trouble you to help round the children that have been given into my care. These quests that break my heart. They're most adept at staying hidden from my sight, but perhaps your keen eyes will succeed where I have failed. You have my thanks. Pray seek out my son Yozan. He can tell you more. So he just lets them play by the coast without a worry in the world? Okay, Yozan, what's going on? Oh, hello there. I'm Yozan, son of Hosan. Will you be coming with us to Ul'dah? I hear we're traveling by horse-drawn carriage. But don't you think they're queer giant birds that people like ride like horses. I still want to try riding one, but what's that? You're looking for the others? Don't worry, I already told them to get ready for the carriages. I'll need your help though. We were just finishing a game of hide and seek. These players are still in hiding, and since Lady Yukiti told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they're found. Oh, but West Burbage isn't that big, so I bet you can find them in no time. Okay, so now we're playing a game. Played for about a year. I'm currently in Storm Valley. Your hair looks totally rad. Love the colors. Thank you. Yeah, my hair started out as one color, as I colored it at first. But as it grew, and the more I colored it, different parts of my hair have been turned into different various colors. So yeah, I have a 2-year-old who has learned all the colors. And when I ask him what my hair color is, he still struggles to decide when it comes to whether it's like blue or green. I actually find it hilarious. So I like it this way. I would never like dye it to just make it all the same. I'm actually really happy with it. Are you playing out of fair? Yuzan didn't say anything about adults. Oh, we get to ride a horseback carriage? I don't know, it sounds scary, but if Yuzan says it's safe, I'll go. I love these kids who have like the authority, like amongst other children, and they get on your side, and then they make other kids do things. Have you played other MMOs before, or did you just arrive to Final Fantasy as Final Fantasy? It's a nice way of me asking if you're a refugee as well or not. I'm just following you around, I think. Have you found the kids?
Yeah, all 3 of them.
What?
Yeah, all 3 of them.
Oh, okay. You broke the mystery for me. I knew you were gonna find them, and then I just started following you. I'm gonna kiss myself, but maybe someday. Kids are awesome. They make you have a lot less time, but you really learn how to appreciate it. That's like the main thing about kids that I learned, at least. You're not Yuzan. Who are you? Like, I had a bunch of time before. I just never did anything useful with it, unfortunately. I'm Kuharu. V. said, I didn't know anyone I didn't know anyone else was. Wait a minute. You're one of those stallions, aren't you? Wait, what are stallions? What? No, science. Then you must know Lady Giri, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide and seek too. Alright, it's almost time to go. Nice meeting you. And off he goes. If you're having both green and blue, this is confusing him as a little kid. Like, sometimes he will say a different thing. Like, if he asks me while he's standing, like, on the side, he will always say blue, because this part is blue, and when I'm not wearing my head like this, he will only see that part. But when he's looking me from in the front, he will like smile and say green. But I still have some parts of my hair that I didn't color very well, because I put the green dye over like the bleach thing myself, and there are still some yellowish colors, so he sometimes will say yellow, and I'm starting to think he actually understands that I made a mistake and is actively mocking me for it. How did you find me? I guess I need to practice more, or maybe you're just good at this. I mean, the Garleans didn't find me. Well, lucky you. What can I tell you? Lucky you. I have like 3 mounts, and I'm like doing the roulette, and and they're like all too familiar now, but they're so good, I don't even care. Wonderful, all the children are accounted. Hide and seek. I see that you are curious. It's quite simple, really. Lady Giddy thought it best that the children know what to do in case the Garleans found us. I should hope that those days are behind us. That's so heartbreaking when you have to like turn. It really feels like a reference for that Italian movie. Like, have you seen the movie Life is Beautiful? It's such a heartbreaking movie, but like this kind of particular thing, if it wasn't a Japanese game, I would have totally thought that it was a reference to a Western, you know, culture franchise or whatever. But it could have.
You don't think they know?
What?
You don't think that they don't know?
I don't know if they would have made a reference for their audience, because I don't know if they thought the game was gonna go like that. But yeah. I should hope that those are okay. But it's actually just, you know, it hits you real hard when you remember when you remember it. I started playing because I wanted an MMO play, and I do like it so far. Every time it's flowing up now with digital copies being sold out. Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to spoil the movie for you, but it has I have a sense that it has a strong reference to what just happened here, and you'll figure it out. I'm not going to say anything in the chat. Please don't. The first caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest at regular intervals. My family and I, including my stubborn old father, Homie, will be traveling... Homie! His name is Homie! Will be traveling in the lead carriage together with young Koharu, from whom I believe you've already met. Though I understand the road to Ul'dah is regularly patrolled by our brass blades, it would give us great comfort if you would agree to accompany us on your journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you're ready to leave, please inform our coachman. I am. See, I kind of understand, like, starting a game to have, like, an MMO to play, because I have a hard time parting with the games. That's why I thought I would like Telltale games, but I figured that I don't, because I play it for, like, 3 hours, and it's over, and I just get to think about the story, and that's it. And with an MMO, you just have a world to belong in, which is generally my type of game. That's why I stopped liking movies. Like, it's not that I don't like any movies. I still watch movies from time to time. But I largely prefer TV shows, like any kind of TV show, because I like to get attached and have my heart broken. I don't know. Eager to be off, are you? I was meaning to have a word with you about that. Runner from the Blades says we might have a problem. A fierce-looking beast has been sighted south of the bridge to Hammerley. What are you doing?
I'm killing something that looks like a fly, but it's yellow.
A yellow fly? That is never good. Yeah, might be as someone's eyes are playing tricks on him, of course, but I don't pay gamble to in this business. Now I know you can handle yourself in a fight, but this lot here's another story. So I was thinking you might go on ahead and have a quick look around. Make sure the area is safe, and if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied with the way is clear, meet us outside Horizon. The Blades tell me the road there is safe, so I reckon we can make it far on our own. Assuming the same bastards don't try to rob us, that is. Yeah, I don't think I have anything valuable. What?
We can port there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where the... Okay, so the...
Edge, I think.
What?
Horizon's Edge is the closest.
Yeah, I guess porting to Horizon is okay, right? And I guess, in a way, like, if you haven't played something like WoW before or whatever, like, I feel like that's a unique experience where you don't dive into Final Fantasy with a bunch of comparisons or bad habits or expectations or anything like that. Like, I don't know, like, in some, like, parallel world, like, I will never regret playing WoW, like, the amount of... WoW that I've played in my life. It's been nice. Like, I enjoyed a very, very large portion of it. But I'm saying, like, it would have been interesting to wait. Why are you here? I thought I was supposed to be here. It would have been.
I did as the quest. There was a mob and I killed it. So
no, that's there is a quest. I came over here because of you, and I was
there
like,
there was a quest for both of us, and I finished it. And now
oh, and now we both go here. Okay, thank you.
So we can just
I missed the fight. Never mind.
It was like that eye with wings.
Never mind, that's okay. So there was a beastie. Was being the operative word. Yeah, I didn't even see it. It's all good. It's all.
I forgot that.
What? He's petting the Jacobo. Well, I'm seeing it on his screen, but now you guys can see it as well. Well fought, madam. Well fought. I didn't even fight anyone. If only I were in better health, I should have been proud to stand at your side. Pay my son no mind. He forgets that his responsibilities preclude acts of daring do. Is he going to be important to us for some reason? Be as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doma, things would have been very, very different. But we cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten, Lady Eugenia's kinsmen least of all. They fought fiercest, though they knew full well it was in vain. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life, all this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? Work! Work, work! In kind, Father, to she who has given everything, we shall give our all. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do without question. Ditch digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Revenant's toll will grow and prosper by our hands. So, they're not gonna ask to be paid at all for this? Are they then slaves? They're probably not. Like, oh wow, what's happened here? I'm like, what? Hey, Miss V, Koharu and I want to know why you became an adventurer. To gain power, to win glory, to amass a fortune, to go whither to... This is the question I got asked at the beginning. I think... I don't remember what I said. I think I said fortune. We're gonna stick by that. I'm like trolling him. Money! Yeah, I want money too. I could do a lot of things if I had some. Well, any. Aw. Can I give him some money? It's my turn now. Excuse me, Miss V, I got a question. What is Revenant's toll like? Is it pretty? It's a bustling outpost frequented by countless adventurers. It's a bastion of civilization in a harsh and unforgiving wilderness. It is home to Science of the Seven Dawn. It's a stone's throw from an imperial castrum? I'm gonna say it's a bastion of civilization. Like, she has to be prepared. She has to know what exactly she's gonna find there. So there are lots of rocks and things. It sounds a bit scary, but you'll be there too, won't you? I scared a kid! Ah. That was fun. Enough, Koharu. It is my turn again. As you, when I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? This is actually fun. What is the best way to become more powerful? Seek out new experiences and adventures, fight ferocious beasts, train every day, buy weapons and armor for Rowena. Buy weapons and armor for Rowena. What? What did you tell them? What? Rowena, is she nice? Are her weapons cheap? I don't have any money at the moment, but my father might. I'll have to ask him. So I scared one kid and I tricked the other one into asking money from his father to buy weapons. I don't feel very good about myself right now. Alright, that's enough question for me. That's not fair. Why does his son get to ask 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. Is she gonna get another one? Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? Is this girl gonna ask me like 2 more questions? Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice, Miss V. I won't forget it. And the father's like, I'm never gonna see that boy again. I'm gonna be an adventurer too. Is that like a legit... I'm like a mercenary more than anything, right? When we get to Revenant's Toll, let's make Adventurers Guild for Domans. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Miss V and Lady Yugiri. This boy's gonna get in so much trouble. I can already see that. Yeah, just like Miss V and Lady Yugiri. Oh no, please don't do that. We can talk more about it in the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? I'm like, do I have to ride with these 2? That's hilarious. This was actually really, really fun. What did you tell them? Why did you laugh at me? Did you not tell them to buy Rowena's weapons? What, you laughed at my answer? You legitimately did? Rowena's cool.
I don't know who that is.
What? That's the vendor from, I think she lives in Revenant's Toll. Like, she was in one of the quests.
Back to pub.
What?
Back to pub.
Wait, are we? Oh yeah, we had to get them to Ul'dah first, and then from there we're gonna go to another place. But a part of them who was already with Yugita, she already took them to Revenant's Stall, right? So this is like the second batch of the citizens who are to move there, right? I think I might be getting it wrong. Where's my quest? Dude. What is going on? Where is my quest?
Just port there.
Oh, I needed to go to the...
Go
Okay,
back.
okay, I didn't... Okay. Didn't... I know, I didn't know what the reason was. I'm gonna have a good stream. Thank you so much for dropping by. I hope you had a great time, and have an awesome rest of the day. See ya laters. My back says I want to go too. But they can't go. I'm sitting right here. I actually have been having a little bit of back pain in the past few days, but I'm not moving enough. And the reason for that is because we are suffering through tremendous waves of heat. Well, at least for the past like 2 weeks, it's been very, very hot. And we used to go on walks, like really long walks, probably every day. Did we used to go every day? I think so. But we haven't been on a walk in for about 2 weeks now. It's because like even in the evening the air is just too hot to go outside. It's not really that bad, like you can survive, but it's not a nice walk. I mean, no matter what you wear, you just get exhausted and sweaty, and it's not an enjoyable experience, and I don't want to take my 2-year-old on that journey, so yeah, we just stay at home. It's like the whole virus thing just kind of, stops being that much of a threat, and then you have summer, and then again you can't go out. Alright, there's Athenode. I think the first group has arrived. Excellent. Is there aught else? No, I have matters well in hand here. You and Lady Yukiri should travel to Revenant's Stall for... Oh, so okay, so she hasn't gone. She hasn't gone with anyone else. Basically this is the first group that is even going to get to go, I think. Okay. I like how each patch gets you new gear. Athenode would like you and Yukiri to depart from Revenant's Stall without delay. It is past time Lady Yukiri met with the guild representative in Revenant's Stall. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Dalanan which may require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the Doman delegation for the duration of the journey. Speak first with Slabthorn upon your arrival. He is the one with whom the Domans will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Yugiri to Menphilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting ties should stand the Domans in a good stead for what is to come. Safe travels. Sure. Thank you. Okay, so we go to Mordona, right? Oh, why am I not able to go? You are not able to go? I don't know. It's all good. It's all good. All good. We're getting really tired. I don't know why I'm so tired. Are you tired? Like, I've been so tired these days because he just won't sleep properly. And he's gonna wake up at 6 again. I see it. Alright, let's see.
He's not.
He's
up until 11.
Yeah, and he's gonna wake up at 6 and then he'll go to sleep at 8. Myself included. That's probably what's gonna happen tomorrow. Alright. Where's my... Do you have your quest giver? I'm still waiting for mine to show up. Sometimes it takes... I need to move this to SSD. I will. I know my scenes are loading too slowly and I'm sorry for that. Okay. And this must be the esteemed Lady Yugiri and her associates. I greet you all as friends, and I bid you welcome to the toll. I hope you do not find our dearth of fineries off-putting, for though we may seem we have a vault of spirit and camaraderie to spare. Is that a drink? You see, race and creed don't enter into it here. We welcome all sorts, provided they're willing to earn their keep, of course. We're no strangers to hard work, Master Slabhorn. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence. Yeah, for like the first 2 months, and then she's gonna get tired. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure she'll be fine. Not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand. I give the same speech to all new arrivals, and you needn't bow your head or call me master either. We're both thrown to your hands as far as I'm concerned. It's only a couple of years. It is a laptop, but it is the one that was bought for the purposes of like heavy rendering and editing and stuff. So it's not about the laptop, it's about WoW. Because I don't have enough room on my SSD, because the laptop is actually, it didn't originally have an SSD, but we put it in there. And it has like a certain amount of space, and my like I could get another SSD. It's just that I haven't gotten around to it yet. But on that one SSD that I have, there's WoW with its 72 gigs. And I put it there because I was mythic rating, and now I have a daunting task of switching the two. So I want to switch my Final Fantasy to SSD, and when I do that, everything will work fine. And as I'm moving towards like the more, let's say, casual WoW content, I want to move it to non-SSD because I don't need the speed anymore. That's at least the plan. So that was my biggest issue, because I have like almost a terabyte on this disk that my Final Fantasy is currently on, but it's not a fast one. What's the max capacity of the SSD? I'm actually not sure. I would have to check that. Do you know?
Hour?
Yeah, the one on the laptop.
256.
256 gigs, right? Yeah, and WoW is like 72, 73, something like that, and 20 is free. And the rest is just like programs that have to run on SSD that I use for editing. So it's a lot. Now for pray understand, I give the same speech to new arrivals, and you needn't bow your... Okay. Oh, okay, so they're friends. As your Slabhorn, may this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna switch them. And Final Fantasy is not gonna be 70 gigs. I think it's like 20 or 30 or something like that from the last time I checked. So it's gonna be fine, and it's gonna work much faster. Our guests have yet to meet the antecedents. Seven Helsby, why are you wasting time with me? See them rising stones. Well, you're important as well. And he's of the same race as me. He's totally my guy. Like, I'm always happy when I see him. I feel like home. Alright, so there should be another one. Come on, load yourself. Yeah, this is getting a bit obnoxious. I will do it. This is not about the game. Nick is here. Zach is here. That's Zach.
Hey,
Zach the kitty cat. Hi, Zach. Wait, let me wave. How do I emote? Wait, he's gonna go away, and I'm not even gonna know how to emote. Ah, where is it? Ah.
Oh, he was waving at you.
What? Wait, what? I'm gonna emote the shit out of him. Can I even do that? Ah! Your dog is my quest giver. Wait, that's your quest giver? Where are my emotes? I want to figure that out. Okay, emotes are here. That's Zach. That's our guildie, and he's a few levels above below us. So I didn't even know he was gonna be here. He's actually 49. He's been leveling fast. Okay, let me read the quest. To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting with your leader. We shall join you at the Rising Stones anon. Alright. Oh, here's a pally, fellow pally as well. In the same gear as me. This is like a place where sprouts gather now. This is no longer an endgame zone. Alright, let's go in. Are we supposed to be here? Yeah, okay. I don't think Zach can come in here yet. I don't think he's finished the quests.
I'm not sure, maybe he does.
Oh! I was trying to type, but it didn't quite work. Okay, here we go. I suppose they're to be introduced now. Her room looks almost exactly the same as the one in the... Like, she likes to decorate the same way. She didn't take this change as a call to do something different. 'Tis no use. What is no use? What? Our attempts to reach the students all of Valdezion continue to meet with failure. Our re-anger has I almost read exploded. Explored other avenues of inquiry, but they too have yielded naught. We will persevere, of course, yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confirmation of what we already know. How fare the Domans? I'm given to understand you were kept quite busy in Vesper Bay. Mayhap she spies on me all the time. Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unresolved. I should not blame you if you did, nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview. Be that as it may, I could not ignore the plight of these refugees, not when it was within our power to help them. Why am I arguing with her? Like, Lady Yugiri is here. Please show her in. I should very much like to meet her. Is she gonna remove the hood? Like, I'm here past midnight solely for the purposes of seeing her. Is she gonna? We have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing. Your answer pleases me beyond words, my lady, but are you quite certain? We have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. In the event that Revenant's toll could not accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together. Using the SK Harness Gold S31, I don't understand any of this stuff. SSD 1TB model. It doesn't have top tier specs, but I'm super happy with it. I think I would have worked much harder on like finding the best gear for myself, but like I'm in the middle of preserving what I have because we're going to move overseas soon probably, and I don't want to buy a PC even though it's long overdue and I really want to upgrade the stuff that I have, but I'm gonna have to wait a little while because I don't want to move a whole PC and like all this gear overseas. As ever, it has been a pleasure. Alas, we must take our leave as the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require aught else, pray speak with Slabthorn. Lady Yugiri, V. Can you please remove the hood so we see your face? Is she ever gonna do that?
Why would she?
I just wanna see her face. She's the new race that's been introduced. How else are people know that like they're new? Lamin and I will make all the necessary preparations.
What do you mean they're new? They were here always.
Well, in here they're new. In this patch, they've been introduced as played race.
Oh.
You weren't able to play them before this moment. Lamin and I will make all the necessary. I'm just putting myself into the perspective of someone who's from the past. So, hi Nick, what's up? That's Zach. Zach came to confuse me. I have 1 terabyte SSD, 256 gigabytes SSD, 1 terabyte SATA, 2 terabytes external SATA, and 500 gigabytes of external, so I never lack space. Do you know what? That's wonderful. I'm happy for you. I'm also happy that I'm moving soon, so I will one day be able to upgrade my own gear.
We took the 12 terabyte external drive.
But it's not. I don't use it. It's yours.
I don't use it either.
Well,
we both use it.
What?
We both use it.
Well, it's for storage because
Yeah.
we're putting all our lives onto it and taking it with us. It's completely external and it's for photos and stuff. Zach, how are you, by the way? To ensure that Dome and friends feel at home upon their arrival, though I must admit I'm still troubled about the matter of the missing crystals. Yeah, what about the crystals? Where are they? Yerstola should be returning unknown with a report from a field. Mayhap you could wait here and speak with her upon her arrival. And she's just gonna come running in, isn't she? We know her. Is she? We're like chatting, and she's just gonna like swoop in. Yeah, I was right. Oh, there she goes.
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slipping?
Aye, our suspicions were well founded.
I thought he was making a cat joke. Okay. Serpent Reavers. Who are they?
Has there been any movement?
It's been blessedly quiet, which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning a freak with such crystals as they have ordered. Urianger too reports not out of the ordinary.
So basically they're just summoning their infernal lord as per usual.
Your explanation for what? Pray tell.
Zach, you arrived at the good part.
Crystal theft in Canada. We naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. But it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilburn.
I kept pronouncing that wrong. I said Amalja and it's Amalja. What else am I pronouncing wrong? Across the sea, okay. What is there?
There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late.
And I kept saying Sahagin instead of Sahagin. Okay, now I'm learning.
Oh god. They mean to summon Leviathan?
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers.
I don't know who the Serpent Reavers are. I guess we're gonna find out. Have I missed
With the aid
some?
of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. It is only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Gift and knowledge of eternity. Like to live forever? Oh, Echo? Am I? Oh, are we gonna phase? Like in the same Echo? That would be so fun. Let's phase with her. Come on. Come on. Let's
see other players.
What?
It's instant. It's instant.
Oh, I thought I was gonna phase into the Echo with Minfilia.
Yeah, you might.
Yeah, well that's what I was. Who cares about you? Like
Better, I should think this device defective.
Oh, they are gross.
Oh, the Naga! We have Nagas!
Explanation.
That's beautiful.
Oh, we are the.
Oh, that's ugly!
It shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless.
I'm the finless one.
And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity. And with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
I cannot be happy when I see his face. Or fear them. They're disgusting.
Comes this promise of immortality. Emissary?
They're hideous. They're the most hideous thing I've ever seen.
Welcome.
She says it in such a casual way. We have overstayed our welcome. They are going to chase us into our deaths now. Let us go. Alright. No, that is ugly. That was so bad.
A gift and knowledge.
Oh, she saw the same thing. Okay.
The two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not?
Yeah, we phased, lady. Yeah, we did.
Sir Hagen made mention of the emissary. I recognized Elidibus's words.
Elidibus.
He is behind.
Elidibus, the dark wizard with the face mask that looks like the Horde
It is
emblem?
not within his power to grant the echo.
Why would they want the echo?
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Laminsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
When Tataru goes to sit in her chair, like her hat is barely gonna be visible. But that's fine.
Are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risk.
Is she gonna be welcomed
There is
there?
something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
How does she... Wait, I don't understand the connection.
On the condition that you permit me to accompany this body.
Like, what does she mean by... How does she know they were promised echo? None of them actually said echo, right? They just said knowledge and eternity and gifts and whatnot.
Ever welcome, thank you.
Yeah, especially so we can keep an eye on you.
I take it something ill is afoot.
No shit, Sherlock.
Aye, the Primal is about to be loosed from Orzia.
She's like, I just arrived here. I don't want to die.
Godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
But they keep spawning, so we can do more dungeons.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
She's gonna go with us? Oh, maybe in the heat of battle, her head piece falls down and we get to see her.
It would be most welcome.
No?
Contending with a Primal, one can never have too many able allies.
They should tell her, like, you can only fight a primal if it sees your eyes.
You crave a more intimate
I
understanding.
think I'm done for today.
What?
I'm tired. I think I'm done.
I'm
for-
tired as well. I just want to finish this quest. I'm so tired, like my soul is sleeping. I'm just like my shell is awake, but barely. Okay, oh, why am I moving this? Alright, yeah, I think that is going to be it for me as well. I am actually so dead right now. I want to get some sleep today, and take the advantage of the fact that our toddler went to bed at 10:30 p.m. because he was standing in his bed for 2 hours. I don't want to comment on that anymore, but there is a slight chance that today I can get some sleep, and that's what I'm going to try to do. Anyway, thank you for hanging out here. If you're new to the channel, you are welcome to leave a sub and stay tuned. If you are a WoW player by any chance, and if you're going to be venturing into normal or LFR at anytime soon, LFR I think is already open in NA and will be open tomorrow in EU. There are 3 guides for the first 3 bosses of LFR and normal up on the channel, so you can check out those. What else is new? Nothing in particular. Tomorrow I will not be streaming as I'm raiding with the guildies. I already went over that at the beginning of the stream. So for this week, the streaming schedule is kind of scuffed, but I will see you back on Thursday. On Thursday, there's going to be a new boss guide and the stream. So two things on one day. I'm not used to that, but we'll see how that goes. So yeah, that is the plan for Thursday. On Friday, we're going to have a community event with the guildies. It's going to be a WoW stream, and we're going to go and raid Mythic Nighthold. We're going to go kill Gul'dan for the possibility of some mounts and cool transmog. So if you're into that and some good times, stay tuned for that. And yeah, for the rest of the week, we'll see. That is it for today. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope to see you soon. And yeah, I'll be live on Thursday night, which is in 2 days, I guess. Anyway, I'm off. Have a great day. Great night. Bye.